Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's David Palmer, Leo King, and Craig Skidmore, and special guest tonight from HighVibe.tv, the one and only The Peace Dealer for Deep Love Tarot, your weekly love forecast for the week of November 30th through December the 6th of 2020. We just had a lunar eclipse in Gemini. This is definitely kicking off 2 weeks of eclipse energy that is going to be wild. We haven't seen this energy since 2012, but the nodes were flipped, so this is definitely, it's almost like a completion of the 2012 energies, the last 8 years. And how does that mean for your love life? Neptune's direct. It is Cyber Monday, so if you are watching live right now, make sure you go to highvibe.tv and use that promo code HOLIDAY2020 for all the schools on highvibetvschool.com, and of course on highvibe.tv, all the subscriptions, 1 month, 3 month, and 6 month, and the paid video section. I'm just stoked to have the Peace Dealer in studio tonight to do Deep Love Tarot, and we thought we'd do it wild and crazy. If you've never watched the show before, just so you know, we're going to go through the collective. We're, of course, going to do all 12 Zodiac signs that we do go through. That, what is it, Craig? From the what?
The I Love Gold Chalice.
The I Love Gold Chalice.
So much gold in the house.
It's going to be interesting to see Peace Dealer pick some of the Zodiac out, and him and I are going to do it together, and Craig's going to be throwing his insight. We're going to have a threesome tonight. How you doing?
Oh God, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling clear.
I'm sorry. That's so funny. We're gonna have threesome. I feel great.
Oh damn. I feel great. Yeah, I do. It's my first threesome, maybe.
Oh no!
Well, welcome to the party. Congratulations.
Pause, actually, but I feel great. I got Pluto on my moon, got Jupiter on my Saturn, North Node on my Sun. I feel like I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm leveling up. I'm awakening. It's lit. I'm happy.
Yeah, I know. Actually, it was funny because, you know, I don't know how many decks we have here. It's pretty crazy. It looks like a lot. It looks like, you know, we put witches to shame. Like they're like weak, right? But anyway, I was showing some of the decks I like to the Peace Dealer here, and one of them was the Vampires deck. Oh no! Actually, it was the mirror. I think it was the Black Mirror deck, and he's like, "No, I got that. That was so too dark for me." And I was like, "What? Oh, Taurus rising? I was like, you're Taurus rising? It was too intense." And he's like, "Yeah, that's definitely much more of like a intense Scorpio, Mars and Scorpio deck."
Every card is a shadow card. It's like, where are the happy cards? I don't know why.
I know you brought a lot of the happy cards, and I'll bring
the colorful ones.
Hey, I got some happy cards, bro.
I don't know why I'm looking for a happy card in a deck full of black and darkness. And I got gifted that deck too. Someone gave it to me. So.
No, I know. I think that's beautiful. And you know what? A lot of people have gifted me a lot of these decks. They just happen to be more dark. I think that people know, though, I like to see, like, I like to look at the shadow to help find the light, you know? But you actually were on this show like 3 weeks ago when I took a little vacay to Sedona.
Yeah, it was
But
fun.
now you're in the studio, so it's going to be pretty fun.
Back again.
How are you doing, Craig?
I feel like I'm in my own little corner over here of I'm in like timeout or something. I can hear Mike a little bit over there since I don't have my headphones in, you know what I mean? So
we're going to have, Mike, you'll just have to speak up so Craig can hear you.
It's just me, you know, just me over here enjoying my nice organic coffee, staying, you know, lively and well and enjoying the day.
And you had a good thing.
I'm going to be the moderator over here, keep these kids in line.
Well, here. I also, you know, it was Thanksgiving weekend. I slept through Thanksgiving, literally. But I heard that Craig had the meal that was better than anybody else brought, including the turkey.
That is true. That is true.
So
that is true. About 15 pounds of pulled pork, baby. You know, that's just what happens when you're just a Southern California kid. You just know how to cook better than the rest of the country. You know, people think that we don't know that we don't cook that well out here. But I'm about to bring barbecue. I'm about to put Southern California on the motherfucking map.
Boom. Well, I think everybody in the chat, everybody's ready to go. Everybody's primed up. Make sure that you share this. Get as many people because we got the Peace Dealer here. We would like to do that 1K collective reading. So what we're going to do real quick is I just go into the collective. I'm just going to run through the astrology. That's the only time I run through the astrology. And then we just are going to pull the cards of the collective. And then Peace Dealer and I are going to pick through the Zodiac signs at random do the High Vibe Gold Cup and go from there. And we're going to be doing things a little different tonight with how we're doing the cards too, but we'll do that when we get to that. So let's just do this collective real quick. I'm just going to run through the astrology, and I'll ask the Peace Dealer what he thinks about this week astrologically. I think it's kind of an interesting week. Of course, we start off, we just had this lunar eclipse here on Monday morning in Gemini with the sun in Sag at 8 degrees, but the sun just moves right to 9, right in on Taurus. Aldebaran, of course, with the moon. This is definitely a very powerful eclipse that's going to shift things with the nodes now really being activated. Because if you think when the nodes came in on May 5th to Gemini and Sag, we did have a lunar eclipse in Sag, but we have not seen a lunar eclipse in Gemini, and we've not seen a solar eclipse in either Gemini or Sag. And so this is now the eclipse cycle that's actually activating the nodes. And so the craziness, of course, comes with Neptune that just came direct about a week ago, or sorry, not even a week ago, on Saturday. And so some people can feel really confused at this time. I keep saying God has spoken. The signs are everywhere. It's like, if you're playing the whole I don't know game, especially when it's a lunar eclipse in Gemini and it's the facts are clear and it's so easy to see that there's this energy within you that's being called to, you've got to go to where you're feeling that intuitive calling that's curious, that's exciting. But if you're in that I don't know and you're in the corner and you're wrapped up and you're in the room and you just don't know what you're doing, call mental health or call 1-800 line for help. Or if you want to use the astrology, stop doing that and go to the truth, which is that you have been spoken to with signs of where to go in your life, especially when it comes to love. Venus and Scorpio, of course, can make a trine to Neptune this week, so that's even more intuitive calling. And I would say that it's helping us really start to see an alignment of where relationships are going that really, truly are in alignment with our soul, not ones that, you know, we might want and desire, but it's like the delusion of, oh God, that's not who I really want. You know, it's like also this is, I think, waking up to people who are seeing the delusions with Neptune square the nodes, but with Neptune trine, Venus and Scorpio. It's also interesting to see some of the weird stuff. Mercury coming into Sag this week, which is at a detriment with the South Node and the Sun. So it's like, again, if you're going to just stay in the old stories or you have your little love book that's, of course, there is no way of love should work in Sag of how you think things should look, and it's got this belief system. It's time to throw that book and those thoughts out the door. And then we end this week. Mars is not really going to see that trine to the sun till next week. We're not going to see Mars really make any square points that are that intense. Of course, we are going to see this moon in Cancer square Mars and oppose Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn. So this could be definitely some uncomfortable feelings this week, to say the least. But that is just telling you to just keep charging forward, and you have to have courage. And I just told the Peace Dealer here, I'm over Capricorn. I'm done. And Jupiter comes out of shadow this week, actually, too. So this is opening up a lot of big deals. So what are you feeling, dude?
That last part makes sense because it feels like, especially for the first time ever, like this swampy, foggy energy or just like this heavy energy is like lessening, even though everything's getting more intense. But that Venus trine to Neptune, first of all, it's amazing that you said the signs and watch the signs, because the signs as of today and yesterday have been ridiculous.
Yeah.
Strange. I mean, like, there's been the synchronicities you see every day and we've gotten used to it, but these ones have just been like, it makes me feel like we're stepping into a whole new world where like it's about to be so much more intense. I mean, yesterday I got picked up from Michael's carpet that I went on accident from an Uber driver named Michael.
No way.
Right. And then synchronicities today were even crazier. So regarding romance, right, collectively, the powerful synchronicities,
yeah,
I'd say. And I know I get start to overthink them when I see the synchronicities, because it's like, how does this make sense when it doesn't look like it's happening? in the moment when, you know, you never know what the other person's thinking or whatever. But the best advice I could say is trust those synchronicities. Even
Yes.
if it's a bit confusing and you see it with multiple people, trust those synchronicities, the ones that pop out at you, the ones that you're
Or
not.
ask, right? Like, see if they're thinking that too. And if they're
That's
not,
true.
hey, at least you know.
Yeah, that's definitely true. The
Like,
Mars and
Gemini's
Aries.
got to ask questions.
You're right about that. You're right about that. And I mean, I think the trick is not trying to figure it out, not trying to like. I feel like the signs you see are just signposts. Like instead of trying to figure it all out, follow the sign, sit with the sign, let it germinate, and see what happens next. But we're being led into something like crazy. Venus is also opposite Uranus and
Yeah.
Taurus, so that to me is like love at first sight energy that you don't see coming, and the less you say and the more you do, you'll be good.
Yeah, and then it's also, I think, if you try to ask and you don't get any response back, you're not being ghosted. It's just that's the sign. Because you know what I mean? Like, people are like, oh, I'm getting ghosted all the time, or da-da-da. It's like, hey, people don't want to communicate. They're not curious. It doesn't mean they're... It's not in alignment. That's all.
That's true.
Because everybody, that's all I see in all the threads or comment boards of all the tarot, other channels and stuff. I got ghosted. It's, I'm like, this Venus in Scorpio, it knows how to ghost. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you said that because that actually just happened to me. Yeah,
No, it's just a sign, bro.
I was hitting up someone who I thought ghosted me, and then she hit me up right back. And so instead of kind of stressing like to hear back, like if I don't hear from her, it is what it is. But outside of that, and that's not even in a purely romantic sense, it's just in general. But although she could get it though. But outside of that, Mars is quincunxing Venus and Scorpio, which
I did see that. I'm glad you brought that up.
It's super sexual, I feel. It's like the Mars that wants to go right now and the Venus that could lead Mars on. So I feel there's going to be a lot of unexpected sexual serendipity. That's the two words I'm going to say. Sexual serendipities that you don't see coming.
That's going to be happening, I think, when the moon's opposing, because if Venus is trining Neptune near the end of the week, that's also going to be when Venus quincunx. That's me with the moon in Cancer too, opposing and squaring Mars, and the moon will then be trining Venus. So it's going to be pretty. That's where I'm thinking that. What did you say? Like succulent or something? I don't know. I don't know what the word was. You said something about it.
Sexual serendipity.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the way you said it. Sexual serendipity. That would definitely be with that moon in Cancer, square Mars too, trine Venus. It's going to be intense.
Yeah. It just seems like the feeling I'm getting is like you're probably not even going to expect. Maybe you might just expect to the feeling I get is you probably won't expect much, especially if you think you're going to get ghosted or maybe you think I'm just going to go out and just see this person and then you have a wild ass night. And so,
yeah, it's like you got a ring on it the next day.
That too.
Or you're out, in Vegas and you're the...
Yeah, you can very well get married overnight. That's also very true. I believe that.
Yeah, because, look at the world today, right? It's like there's not much to go do except create the world. And I think with love, right, you have to create new dates. You have to create new experiences.
Yeah.
Like you can't, you can't even go, like, I always make as a joke, like you can't even go mini golf. Like, like they all shut down. Maybe in Vegas they can, but in California, like all this, like, there's no bowling.
Damn, it's not that bad in Vegas, thankfully, but...
They let people bowl?
I think so.
You gotta own your own ball?
Probably.
Clean them yourself? Clean the balls?
And then Venus is quincunxing Chiron too, so I feel like that's like...
Yeah, that's been an interesting... That one came last week, and that one... what was interesting, though? This eclipse was the most connected to Chiron out of all the other planets, right? Like, that was the closest, tightest orb of any aspects,
right. That's
to the
true.
moon. And the moon actually made a sessi quadrant 135 to Pluto. So 23 degrees to that 8 degrees at 135. And I was like, oh, even though you kind of want to be fancy free, you also want the deep intimacy and the connection emotionally. But that's where the curiosity will be, is in the searching deeper into things instead of trying to But if you got a ghost, it's more like because you're not interested, and that's okay.
That too. I feel like that's also helping people be more comfortable expressing their like assertive sexual desire, and not feel like.
And to assert asking questions
That too.
like or just putting out your feelings, right?
And not being afraid how someone will react.
Yeah,
right?
if they're not seeing the same way, then just be like, hey, okay, it's cool. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Just play that track over and over again. It's just the way it is.
Shoot your shot. That's
Yeah.
what he said. Shoot your shot.
So I say we pull for the collective. I think that the way that we were going to do it was I'm going to pull one card, and then Pisces is going to pull one card, and then if we feel like we need more stuff, we're going to go. Cool. But we're going to do, I think, overall, then we were going to do challenge, then we're going to do sexual energy, and then we're going to do kind of like spiritual advice, maybe like the future, like what the love story could look like from spirit.
So are you going to be flipping them onto? I see you moved.
You're going to flip them on the Leo King board.
And do you think you could readjust that, please?
Thank you, Anne. Or I could do it. You good? Whoop, whoop. Yeah, it's been a weird. It's interesting to see the alignments of the planets for this time because it's just so different.
Yeah.
And I think all the Gemini Sag energy's good. What we kind of needed to shake things up.
It feels really good
too.
But I feel like it also, with Neptune square the nodes, has made people kind of freak out, right? If you can't handle a little bit of wild and crazy.
Or uncertainty.
Uncertainty.
Yeah.
But like, I thrive in uncertainty. So I think we all do as tarot and astrologers.
Yeah.
People, like, we thrive in uncertainty. So, it's like kind of like, woo, all right. Who knows what's going to happen next? Are we going to war? Are we going to what?
Right.
Who's the president? I don't know. Did Joe
Right.
Biden really break his foot by a dog? Or
That was recent?
Somebody said today on my thing, so he said that he's got an anklet bracelet on now.
Damn.
That
was
he made
recent?
a deal. Yeah, that he made a deal with
my
Trump,
God.
and that Trump's not going to pardon him, or he'll secede the election, so Trump will pardon him. Like, I heard some weird stuff today. It was all over the place. I was like, what? It just ask crazy questions. You have to be willing to look at the questions.
That's juicy.
That was juicy, you know?
I remember Ricky Williams earlier today was saying that you're either going to be a storm chaser or a cockroach through this period. So, we'll see who's who.
Well, that's what I said, actually, I think in my weekend report. I'm like, we're going to find out during these eclipses who was the real, like, truther or not. If Joe Biden really won legally, and fine, then that's the truth. That it will be shown. If it was a fraud, then it will be shown. It's like, nobody knows until it shows up. And that's what the eclipses are going to show. And people have their sides, of course. But I think that as an astrologer or tarot, it's like, okay, well, the astrology is going to show us who really it was.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty clear. So let's see overall what's going on with the collective. I'm starting with the zombie card first. Right. We got the 9 of Wands. Ooh. Defenses up, or something to put your defenses for, right? I like that card because it's like, ooh, I really want to defend this. This is something awesome. Or it's like kind of defending something that maybe you got some walls up that you're defending too much.
Let's see. Oh, we got the Queen of Wands too.
Oh, so that's the Queen of Wands. So it definitely is about something loving. Like, this is definitely a lot of awesome love, but it's like, is it worth defending? I think for couples, it's like, is it worth defending that and protecting that love? And I think for singles out there, it's almost like, only do it if it's worth it to you, that you'd be all about it.
For some of you, I almost see like this Queen of Wands is putting up the guard. And like he or she may be eyeing you, maybe effing you, but they just want to make sure they can trust you or something like that.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And I feel like it's like there's this beautiful sacred knowing, but you got to go with your defenses inside and see if that's blocking that beautiful knowing, or everybody's got some walls. Or protective energy around. I think let's see what the challenge is to help understand that. I got the High Priestess reversed. Ooh, not following what spirit or the intuition saying. That's the wall, is not following what your gut's saying. That's what I'm getting.
Let's see what we got. The 10 of Skulls.
It's Pentacles.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So that, I feel, is like since this is romance, you know, it's saying some of you might not be looking long term. Like some of you might really just want to smash instead of maybe build a family, or think maybe even if you don't have kids, like you want to, whoever you're dealing with, which makes sense because this is eclipse energy. So whoever you're dealing with, know that you may be dealing with them for the long haul.
A little longer than maybe you thought, especially if you're not listening to the signs that are saying it's about building something extremely beautiful. 10 of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands is like the queen in a castle. That's a beautiful castle that's got everything that you ever wanted. And I feel like because we are in such weird times already where people are 25% of the people on food stamps and right. And it's like, I've always felt like this time would be epic relationships coming together to help each other out, to build something beautiful. But if you don't listen to your intuition and synchronicity, you might be missing out on some of the most things that you need to build the ultimate foundation of your life for love. Or if you're holding on to something for that, but it's really not of the divine energy and you're trying to protect something and your signs are saying, don't do this, this is not divine, then is it really a very beautiful, positive thing long term?
True.
It's interesting.
The plot thickens.
I think when it comes to, I think this one's sexual energy. Oh, so I'm going to have to use an intense card. I'm going to use the Vampire deck again. Oh, wow. 10 of Cups reversed.
What?
Hey, I don't know, man. It's just how it's creeping out. You better give us one of those good cards. Your positive cards. The peace dealer came in to bring some peace. There's some beautiful cards tonight.
Give me so good. Sexy. Okay, the 10 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles.
Oh.
Very earthy. This to me, this is a block. It's almost like, oh, there we go. This looks to me like
this is the sex. Remember we were going to rate it? I guess it's a 4 and a 10.
Right.
I did get a 10, but it's reversed.
Right.
And then you got a 4, so.
I feel like that, I think maybe you might be holding on to something that's blocking you sexually. Maybe some of you, it could even be unconscious.
Yeah, I'm feeling, because with that 10 of Cups reversed, it's like, oh, I don't believe it'll be that good, or it is that good, but I don't want to believe it because it's going to attach me to have it or do more than just the sex.
Or some of you are just like...
The sex is going to come with some sort of responsibility and instead of just pure sexual fun.
Right.
That's how I'm looking at it.
It's definitely some kind of like weight, some stress, and some of you might just be like, screw sex, I just want the money right now. Maybe you might be having sex with the money. Who knows? But, or the first one.
It's I don't want more than just like I don't want this to see that it could be this more big. 10 of Cups is like the ultimate family with the rainbow and all that. It's like, I don't know if I'm really ready to look farther than the genitals here and the orgasm.
Honestly, the first thing I thought of was some of y'all gonna be paying for sex, and you're gonna be like, "What a waste of my money."
Oh, that's true too.
Can I get my money back?
Well, that could just be like time invested, right? Or like, I'm gonna go drive to see this person, and then you get there, and it's not as rainbowy as you thought.
Right. That reverse is very interesting.
Well, I think we need another clarity card.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do one. You do one. I got Justice reversed with that. So.
Damn.
I feel like energy that's just out of alignment ain't gonna work for the purity of sex. And you pulled the Hangman.
You gotta let go of what you're holding on to.
Let go of what you're holding on to, and I think that. Don't even get involved if it's already just like not in alignment. If it just feels like it's just like you're forcing it too hard.
Yeah. And
you just want it and it's not with the right person. So, it's just like, I think it's about not pushing hard. And because you feel stuck or something, or you know what it is? It's loneliness too.
But you know what? I feel like if you do let it go, and it definitely is only, if you do let it go, those reverse cards could probably flip up right.
Yeah, totally.
Once it's stopped blocked.
And I think the overall here spiritually that we got, I'll go dark. I'll go, what's the shadow? Is this me?
Ooh, that's deep.
Yeah, is that me? I think, is that me, this ultimate love that's worth defending? And am I really in alignment with my highest good of deep, beautiful sexual connection? I think that could be a negative or a positive. You're going to help underlie the story here.
Well, I do have a gift, the chemistry card. You're going to connect with somebody who, two people, there should be a duality. One that, you feel incredible chemistry with. They just get you without saying anything. You get them. This is probably someone that you will get to know more or will know newly. And then someone else who is maybe a more platonic chemistry or maybe even like a negative chemistry. That,
or like an old friend you knew from school, but it's not really that.
Right. That part too.
Like you have common remembrance or memories, but
is nothing that really fizzles. Maybe, but I get the sense there's
you
a
remember
duality.
that JanSport backpack they used to wear?
That's crazy! Oh my god!
What?
The lady I had a crush on in college. That's how I used to hit on her. Like she had I was like, I like your backpack. It was a cheetah skin backpack. That's crazy. I just had a memory.
Well, hey, maybe there it is. I'm tapping into that.
The collecting card I got that was keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations. I feel that too. That's a Venus opposite Uranus for sure.
Right, and then that would be that, is this me to really take that on?
Right, that's it. Right, it probably might be someone you'd never ever expect into.
The Astro Dice was 12th house Uranus in Sag.
Freaky.
Well, yeah, way freaky. Also, though, I think surrendering to the beliefs that don't connect the positive open doors, and connecting to the spiritual synchronicities will open the doors, but letting go of our own beliefs that we consider our own, or from gurus that are not that spiritual, or,
right,
old beliefs that we thought were supposed to be some sort of way, letting those go and reconnecting to new ones. And going on a new spiritual adventure.
That part for sure. I think that might even be why it's different. Like you're being paired with someone who complements you, but is different from you, and you learn through it. But I also think you're going to see the wildest, craziest synchronicities and signs that may not make sense to you and make you question your sanity. And you want to embrace them. And that's a good sign. That's a good sign, yeah.
If you're not doing that, you're in the wrong hole.
Oh, damn.
It's probably the ear. It doesn't fit.
Can you hear this?
Unless they got a little one. Well, since you are my guest, you are picking the first zodiac sign from the cup.
And let us see. Oh, we got the
what side?
The chappity ones. How do you call it? The
what?
The
they got all crazy. The
crotchety
ones.
Virgo.
They were just crotchety that week. They were just crotchety. I said, don't be crotchety this week. I've said crotchety other signs with it, but yeah, I mean, you heard the voicemails. Oh my god.
The masters.
Oh man.
Virgo. Let's see what we got for you.
Yeah, you open it up. Open it up, dog.
So we start with it's the same thing, right? That challenge, and then
yeah, or we could just throw cards and just till we figure it out. Like we could just throw like 4 cards a piece.
Bam. All right. So
we don't even have to have like a Dustin. Just
bam. We got the Knight of Swords. Gemini.
Oh wow, they're going fast into something.
Yeah, and this could be also someone.
Why are they going so fast though? 10 of Cups reversed. Oh, something didn't work out, but they're wanting something beautiful to work out. I think the past was like, oh no. They're either getting out of something that's like, hell no, this is not as beautiful as I want, and then they're rushing into something beautiful, or something has to change.
They're running away or bringing the past from it.
Yeah.
Or something. We got boundaries. Set them daily.
Ooh.
Put boundaries to this person running.
Look at this boundary card. Look at that key too.
Yeah.
Well, what's up with those boundaries? The Temperance card reversed. Yeah, fake stuff ain't gonna work. Not things that are natural. I think that that's what Virgos are waking up to this week. Is like, you know what? Things that are not rainbowy naturally. You can't create a rainbow unless the clouds and the storm happen naturally, right? Like fake rainbows don't work. Sorry, you can't watch like Pink. What was
That's
that?
deep.
I don't know. There used to be those shows that had the rainbows. And then the temperance reverse to me is always anything that's not natural, right? It's like, because it's temperance is how naturally the earth comes together and all that shit. And with boundaries, it's like, keep your boundaries about, am I in a fake situation that you have to run out of or run to save and you can't fix it? Oh, you can't fix it. That's a typical Virgo. I'm going to fix a fake situation. That's the boundary. Right. No more.
I feel like Virgo. So let's say that is someone. I feel like Virgo might just be like, nah, I'm good.
Oh, you got Four of Pentacles?
Right. Again, it's like...
But they want to keep doing it. They want to hold on. That's
Right.
why. They don't want to let it go in a weird way.
It's kind of mutable. It's like you don't want to, but then you're still kind of entertaining. I kind of feel that energy. Like, nah, I'm over you, but you're still talking to the person.
Strength card. You have to have the strength to get over that. With bullets. This is a zombie apocalypse deck. I think, though, that your card that signifies this whole week for them is that Knight of Swords, though. And I think that it is like, are you really going to rush to save the day of something fake? Something that you know is not of that Ten of Cups or that Temperance reversed? And that four of Pentacles you pulled, you definitely, it's like, I don't know, it's like hard to let it go. But there's boundaries now to, and look at, I love the card that you pulled. That boundary card does have that. Oh. Well, there goes your boundaries, Virgo, this week.
Right.
Like off the table. I don't care. I don't want to hear this shit. Not for the fucking thing. I'm not crotchety. Blah, blah, blah. But I think it's like, look at though, that is the real light at the end of the tunnel there. And it's a key to unlock. The boundaries, set them daily. And I think the question though is a lot about fakeness. Temperance reversed, Ten of Cups reversed. Yeah. It's the false illusion. Plus Neptune just went direct in their 7th house.
Right,
so.
right, yeah.
And you got to have the strength to be honest about it. And you got to like learn to let it go. But I think we should pull one card each about where they could run to that actually is worth doing. Like where should they run? Where should they get? Where should they go?
Where are we going, Virgo? Where are we going?
Where they going?
Damn, the Five of Swords. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Looks like you're running straight to the problem. So like Virgo, don't shy away from conflict. Maybe some of y'all need to start a fight in order to resolve something, especially if someone is being Four of Pentacles stubborn and not trying to like hear you out or something like that. But
yeah, and the flip would be don't run to fix something that you have to try so hard that you're still left alone. Like if you're having to try so hard to fix something, it's not going to work. And I'll put one more zombie card where they're running to. Well, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, definitely. Look at this guy's the zombie surfing with a brain.
The 9. Oh, Knight.
Knight. Yeah. So it's like move into.
That's Pisces too.
Yeah, and it's emotional waters that you have to just move forward into that where you feel the emotion, right? It's like. Yeah, have your defense up, but you can move forward and move through to where the emotional waters lead, opposed to the fake alternate waters that don't have emotion. I feel like whatever doesn't have emotion and you're not feeling emotion, you can't fix. So go towards the places that are going to be like you're surfing down a wave.
Right.
It's a lot more water anyways and a lot more. And that's what the Pisces is their 7th house. That's what they need anyway.
But I feel like it might involve some kind of like argument, and that won't be a bad thing. Like on the surface, it would look like, wow, these people can't get along, but y'all might get turned on by it. It's just kind of a weird energy that might take friction, and that makes sense because Mars is like King Kunks-you too. Who knows? But that's interesting. Let's get to the sex.
Yeah, well, I guess we could pull that for sex. Pull sex. We'll end it with the sex.
Weird. I think I missed the challenge, but damn.
I think we went through the challenges now.
Right. The 8 of Scepters, is that the
8 of Wands?
8 of Wands. Oh, that's very quick.
Oh, yeah, there's
nice.
a love, you know? That's like flying into...
Sexy time. Mars in your 8th. Just like that. It's usually having sex with someone
the
you just
tower
met.
reversed.
Oh, there we go. That's usually Mars. That's usually like
I think it's like, don't be afraid that it's going to ruin your life to go to where there's emotion, that it's something that you don't need to fucking go through some crazy fix, or it's like not fake, that it's, I feel like there's like there's two alternatives. It's like, am I going to fix what's just totally a fraud, or am I going to jump into what feels right and fucking not be so afraid of it being this horrible tower moment? It actually would not be. It would be exactly what you need. It would actually probably tower out the alternate version of things, not the new version of things. There you go. Well, how about you roll the dice?
Oh, do we do the? Okay, we got the advice already.
They got it.
Yeah.
They got it.
All right, let's see what we got. I remember the first time I rolled this dice, I got Virgo, Mercury, and 6.
Well, you pulled a ninth house this time. Saturn, or is that Jupiter? Jupiter, 9th house, Virgo.
Oh, nice.
There's new stories, Virgo.
Real news story.
Real news stories again.
Maybe.
And change is good, but it is, a detrimental Jupiter, but it's in the 9th, so it kind of gets out of there. But it is about expansion. And I would say that for Virgos, it's about, this is a new story that is that's more in alignment with what you really are and the purity of who you are, instead of you trying to fix something. But I also think it's also lessons. It's big lessons that have been learned on how you've dealt with things. Maybe you've been the cause of these issues too, that you feel like you have to fix things.
Yeah.
And it's okay to move on to new stories and take the
Definitely
lessons.
seeing a bigger picture and zooming in on the deets.
Instead of getting too locked into the details of trying to how to fix it. That's interesting. That was an interesting reading. Pick one again. I'll clean this up. You're the picker today. You'll pick them.
Nice.
You'll pick them. What'd you get?
Libra.
All right.
All right.
The Libras.
Do you know? Okay, there's where Virgo is.
Oh, yeah. You can just see it. We can just dwell over there.
Let's see. I'm going to do an oracle card for Libra.
Start with the Oracle.
Yeah. Love yourself first.
Love yourself first popped up. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Yeah, I feel like I'm just going to go into this. 3 of Swords. Heartbreak card with love yourself first. Well, that's what I was feeling is like, I think the Libras are in a lot of situations that they don't want to be in, and they keep trying to be in them. And this is like, it's just heartbreaking if you're not going to put what you really want first. And you're more attractive when you put yourself first anyway. Because then everybody wants the Libra. A Libra that's confident and looks like, woo, everybody wants.
A little hard to get to.
But when Libras feel like they're not wanted, it's because they're not in that confidence of themselves. Like it's like they're yearning for, mainly Libras don't yearn for people for some reason. You know what it is when they're always trapped in something they hate.
Damn. Like it's a driver or something like that?
Yeah, that's why Mars is their 7th house, right? It's like when they do what they want, they're fucking on fire in relationships. But when they're not happy in their relationships because they don't want it and they don't know how to get out, it's like, I don't know what to do. And then they get lost in their 12th in Virgo and think that they could try and figure it out, or when the right time and reality comes, and that's just not. You can wait a long time for those planets to move.
So we also know this is a wake-up call for you. Listen and take notes.
Ooh! Look at
Especially
that.
if it is a heartbreak.
Look at the angel. Like, what is that a seashell? Or a flower?
Some of y'all are going to be Usher.
Look, yeah.
You don't have to call.
Yeah, oh, God.
It's okay, girl.
I think everybody knows. I went to an Usher concert once with a girl who was married. I was just dating at the time, but I knew she was married. I didn't care. And we went to an Usher concert and got caught.
Got
It was a
caught?
bad day for her, but I was just like, I guess that ain't going to work no more.
He was there?
No, it was back in the Snapchat days. Like, we both Snapchatted, and like, her husband, like, Snapchatted. We were at an Usher concert.
Damn.
I thought it was hilarious.
That is hilarious. Wow.
I don't know, people can call me a piece of shit, but it was just the way it was. Like, we dated actually in 2012, so it was one of those. It was one of those kind of weird things. The star reversed. Ooh, afraid to start that new story from the divine, and not wanting to almost like step into that wake up call.
Ooh. Or maybe that could trigger the wake-up call. Rising up to your star power.
Yeah, but you know, the star comes after the tower, and the star is always when you got nothing left and you're just naked alone out there, but you have the stars above and you have the universe, and it's a whole new story, and it's reversed with your wake-up call.
Right. Oh, true.
Owie. And with the Three of Swords?
Or maybe you just don't believe in the wake-up call.
Ooh. Yeah, well, because Libras can definitely come up with stories in their head and believe it really easy. Third house Sag with where we're seeing Mercury.
Oh, the mic? Boom. Gotcha.
I'm going to be real. There's a lot of heartbreak shit going on in here.
Oh,
Or getting over that heartbreak
Gotta
and
let it
moving on
burn.
by just stepping into your big self, your powerful self here. I say I'm gonna pull where the sexual energy's going. We're pulling a zombie out here. Again. Five of Swords.
Damn.
I mean, Five of Swords goes for what it wants all the way.
That's like talking dirty, too.
I got a feeling that Libra's got to go for what they want. That keeps coming up, and the heartbreak is staying in what you don't want to stay in. That's what I keep getting, and that wake-up call's there, and you know it. You gonna do something about it, or are you just gonna not love yourself?
Oh, I got the Two of Cups, though. So this
That is ooh.
infighting, baby.
Oh, some soulmate, new soulmate energy.
That, too. And
But you gotta, it's gonna feel like it's like a little bit of an aggressive, like I gotta do something crazy and intense in order to get there.
Yeah, or maybe fighting in sex and you both like it.
That's true. But then I think that could be connected to old people though, and thinking, oh, make up sex and then I'll feel better, and then it'll leave you to deep heartbreak.
That's very interesting because both of them are together too.
I know. What's the spiritual advice? King of Pentacles upright. I think you know that there's a much bigger, better deal here for you that knows the value of you. Because if we're dealing with value of loving yourself, a King of Pentacles would show up that sees you as the ultimate. If you're not being seen or if you don't see somebody as the ultimate, it's because Libras is always flipped, right?
Right. I got Six of Scepters and Genius.
Oh, Uranus.
Uranus, right?
Oh, that's throwing a curveball, but Six of Wands is victory by
Right.
doing the curveball, wild breakout situations.
And that's their 8th house too in Taurus.
Yeah. And with the King of Pentacles, you're going to get more of what you actually want in your life.
So there is hope. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I feel like we should throw one astro card here and see like as an overall. Mars.
Of course.
Of course, that's a relationship ruler too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what you really want. Stop doing what you don't want, Libra. Not going to work.
Love yourself.
Leo, Uranus, in the second house. Oh yeah, this is definitely
King of Pentacles energy.
It is very King of Pentacles, but with like a lot more happiness too.
Yeah.
But I would say that it's knowing your value of your happiness and not being afraid to connect to that and disconnect from what is not exciting, fun, happy, or attractive. I keep feeling that Libras are with the people that they're not attracted to. I've been getting that one from the astrology a lot. With all this Capricorn in the fourth house. No, I got to keep it all emotionally secure and safe and all that shit. With North Node in Gemini, it's like, oh, I'm curious about other stories. Like, you know, the wandering eye right now is Libra. But they do it in a good way. They're doing it on their phone.
Right.
Oh, they're right next to their boyfriend or their girlfriend or their husband or their wife, and they're fucking like, "Ooh, look at this. This is simulating." Oh, nothing. I'm looking up fucking, you know, I'm looking up fucking Cyber Monday deals.
That's amazing. They're probably
It's time to give yourself a Cyber Monday deal.
That was a mixed, assorted bag.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
That's why I like the show. It's fucking fun.
All right. Who's next?
I like you picking them.
Who we got?
What do you have to say, Craig? What do you feel about that Libra reading?
There's so much going on with it. I think you guys are hitting the points on its head over there. So I think that it's good. I think that it's needed for the Libras to step out and get what they're actually desiring, and actually feel that desire within themselves as well. I think it's easy to kind of lose that touch, that sexual healing, so to speak. So I think it's important to find that again, wherever that may be, whether that's inside yourself or with another individual. But I think it is important to find that.
What do you feel, Craig, about people, like, if they're not interested or attracted to their partner and they're lost in their phone looking at something else, or especially since it's Gemini, 9th house, that means that their DMs and their Facebook Messenger is popping. If you were a Scorpio and you were with a Libra and they were on that phone all day and you heard the ding and then, turn that off to mute, and then, oh, I'm gone up on the phone. How would you handle that?
As a Scorpio, too.
Well, I mean, I think that's comparable with any sign. If there's not that trust factor there, then you got to get out of the relationship. If there is that trust factor that you think that nothing's actually going to go on, and then you actually believe them, and that there's that true authenticness of maybe they're just interacting with another individual. Because as that John fella met when we were out at that festival, he told me that you actually need 3 people to be in a healthy relationship: someone to satisfy you sexually, someone to stimulate you mentally, and someone to push you physically.
Boom.
So, you know, maybe they're just out there in an intriguing conversation trying to get that brain tickled a bit.
But as a Scorpio, because Scorpio Libra, I think, is the most toxic combo. Because like a Scorpio can see through the Libra, and then a Libra will see through the Scorpio when it's doing its weird thing. But it's like, how would you call that out? Would you just be like, I don't have trust in you anymore, and
yeah, 100%.
I'm done? Or would it just be like, oh, I caught that?
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily even a conversation needs to be had. Either you call them out for the bullshit and then it gets settled, or there's some shit there that needs to be taken out to the trash. So it's not necessarily need to be a long conversation. It's just like, what the fuck's going on that phone over there?
Well, I'm asking because they're about to get a big wake-up call this week, and I got a feeling they're gonna, if they don't go through with what they want to do and just like end the situation or stop the situation, then they're gonna have somebody like Craig call them out.
Yeah, I mean, when it needs to have that conversation, but it doesn't need to be a full conversation. There's some shady shit going on, and there's not.
Yeah.
And you can tell when people are lying. Well, we like to think that, but we've all been lied to. Even the Scorpio over here has been lied to and bamboozled once or twice.
That's why I asked Scorpio. They call it out. Yep. What's the next sign?
I got crabs. Cancer.
Oh, you got crabs?
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'll manage.
I don't even know if crabs still exist.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Now they're lobsters.
No, lobsters.
Leadership. Answer the call, Cancer.
Well, I think that Cancer with leadership, it's definitely, they got to take more charge in leadership in a relationship, or they got to be with a leader, somebody in a more leadership role.
Could be mutual too. And
It could be very mutual, yeah.
And yeah, no, definitely taking the lead for sure.
But if you're with somebody who's a loser,
or maybe making a leader out of a loser, but
I don't.
that might not be.
This is the end of Capricorn of all their
Yeah.
shit in the seventh house.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I think relationships are having them really step up to the plate, and instead of passive aggressively like giving hints, you just take the lead.
what's up with this leadership? Knight of Wands reversed.
Bong.
Not wanting to leap in to what you really want and taking the leadership of that. There's like a fear of the leadership role you must take to your ultimate happiness, but you're timid of that, or you're expecting the other person to do that, or the other person is doing that and then you're not doing anything about it. And again, I think to answer Mike's thing, turning a loser into somebody of a leader with a Knight of Wands reversed, I don't see that happening.
Nope. Might even backfire.
Oh, big time. It would not be happy. It would not be fun. You know why? Because I think it'd be the opposite. It would go from loser to beyond deplorable.
Oh wow. Or just being like let down, and like, I gave you a chance. I don't even normally date you. Never again.
I just spent all these years married and it went down the whole time.
Yeah.
And now I've lost everything.
It could also be like they're lacking the passion to lead. Like they got the leadership, they just don't have the fire.
Definitely. They have to take some sort of leadership role this week, and you can't be afraid of that fire. You can't be afraid of the fire of passion. Mm-hmm. Well, especially Venus and Scorpio. It's in their fifth. Try Neptune in their and their ninth. It's like new, exciting, like it's very Camelot, very love story shit.
Damn.
What else you got?
I got the Knight of Pentacles.
Knight of Pentacles.
It sounds pretty grounded.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the leadership role that goes into something great, like moving forward. And, I always look at the Knight of Pentacles. It's a long journey life, right?
Taking your time.
Yeah, but just that life's a long journey. And it's that value system that you always got to keep moving forward. You don't stop and say, this is the best. It always evolves, right? Like, I hate to say it, but like, think about phones or think about this. Like, my Nokia at one time was the best phone. It is not the best phone anymore. Knight of Pentacles, remember, is keep moving forward.
That's true.
And I think that for that leadership role, it's like, are you moving forward in your life to build greater things in your love life? Well, I got the Five of Swords. That Five of Swords is popping up a lot.
Yeah.
In every reading, I think we've had Five of Swords.
Exactly.
You got to try harder to move forward into better things. I think that, you're not, even if you got to give it your all and everything, you got to. Because if you don't try hard enough, I think that you're going to miss out on something. Or you're going to feel stuck in the same scenario. And I think there's a backfire. I like how you use that word.
Yeah.
If you don't do something about it.
And like rise through the mental scattering, all that.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's crazy.
What? Let's see one of your nice, pretty cards.
I got the Moon and Cancer card.
You got the Four of Cups reversed.
Right. That actually I've seen as like new alliances, new hope, you just dropping the contemplation, getting off of your funk and just.
I always look at that card as, because when it's upright, right, it's like, here, God's giving you a great emotional situation and you're like, no, I'm good, I have enough, I'm
like
right. But the reverse is almost like you don't even notice that God dropped it off. It's time to realize and see that it's there.
Ooh. Your mind's probably not even focused there. You just gotta.
It's like, it's there, you might know, but you might not be willing to look at it. You're like, oh God, it has dropped the ultimate gift, but I gotta deal with it.
So they know.
They know,
They're
but
just
they don't
reluctant.
know. You know,
They don't know the potential of it.
yeah.
They're just looking at it.
They know, but they only don't know because they're not willing to fucking take it.
It seems like they're dealing with confidence too, which is why I got to rise to leadership.
Ooh. I'm gonna go Vampirus on them. Ooh, the Page of Swords reversed. Not wanting to. I think you know what, the confidence is afraid of speaking the truth.
Yeah.
And also, I think when you brought up the scatteredness of the mind, I think a lot of that has to do with, especially because Mercury's down in their 6th house in Sag, getting lost in the mundane bullshit reality shit when there's like this ultimate gift that you're avoiding because you're getting stuck into non-stimulating places.
Or just and not able to focus too because so much distractions and maybe even being too worried about offending who you're talking to because you have such like strongly charged beliefs. Maybe even offending people or rubbing people off the wrong way.
I think especially if you don't want it, it's more like that. Like, oh, this is a gift that I don't want anymore. I know there's a gift that's come in. How do I say this? Or being afraid to just speak up. Like, is this really a gift? Like, you know, there's definitely a speaking up issue.
Yeah.
Or taking ownership, because it's all about the leadership card that you pulled. So it's gonna also be about, you know, I always look at the Knight of Swords it's a message that's delivered, and how funny that both these cards, 4 of Cups reversed and the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords, are all about a delivering of a message.
Right.
And it's almost like not wanting to look at it.
Maybe because it might not be what you want to hear too.
Ooh.
So you look at
What else you got here? I think we should do, what is this, Sex Passion?
Yep. Bam. The Prince
Oh,
of Scepters.
damn.
Oh, Knight of Swords.
Damn. Yeah, oh no, Wands. Knight of Wands.
Knight of Wands. Oh, that's a sexy card.
That's like one of the sexy, I'd say top 5 sexy cards.
That could be a Prince
Even
of
if you are a
Scepters.
female, it could be you taking on that like more masculine role, like
Taking
woo,
leadership. Yeah.
a little bondage.
Going for what you want. I always say the Knight of Wands only comes up to take off your pants. Seduce ya.
Yeah, even if the clothes are half on, as long as it gets in.
Right. But I like how that can actually be Cancer too.
Oh yeah, Cancers are kinky that way.
Taking this shit. Oh yeah, it could be.
Wow, they got the 4 of Pentacles. I
That
love this
one's-
card because this one says, how could you afford such a big and beautiful house? I never paid for any of my tarot readings. But I think that 4 of Pentacles is something you deeply want really bad, and you got to go for it.
That's coming up a lot too.
It's been coming up a lot for everybody. But I would say for Cancers, that one's extreme.
In a good way. Or
Because I almost feel like it's coming after, here's the gift that maybe you're not listening to, or here's something that you don't want to like deal with or pay attention to, but it's like going to get, maybe that happens to where then it's like, I have to.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And then maybe as you're going, you start to see, oh, okay, this is what is actually valuable.
It's funny though, because we got 2 Knight of Wands, right? So it's like the leadership starts with a Knight of Wands reversed, but then it ends sexually with it upright.
And we got this for the collective sex too.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Let's do like an overall here. Like what's overall?
Children. Your love life is being affected by children.
Children.
Right.
Well, you know
Or-
what? Oh, this could be interesting, right? Like if you're with somebody who has kids, or maybe the person has kids, or or
you
the
yourself
kids are
has kids.
involved, or you know what I mean? Like, that could be kind of overall maybe blocking you from the leadership because
Right.
like, oh, I don't know if I should do what I want because it affects the children. You hear that one a lot. I'm sure you've heard that in readings a lot.
And Daughter of Knives could be one of those children. Could be a daughter.
Could be. Or there's, that's a pretty intense sexual position. You'd be like, oh, children might come up, children might just be a sign of coming up, right? Like, oh, do we want to have kids? Or or just are the kids going to cause a problem, or are we going to be able to do it right now?
Right, that part.
Because the kids are home.
I can see like them knocking on the door, interrupting it.
No, if you ever heard your parents do it when you were a kid, you did the opposite. You ran out of the house.
You ran out the house, right?
I didn't want to hear that.
I mean, or like maybe they don't even know they barge in, or this could also be your inner child that you want to resurrect and bring to the leadership.
Let me get some clarity. I'm gonna pull an oracle.
Boom.
Truth. This is the inner child, I think, truth that's trying to come out. It's remembering the child within yourself.
Boom.
Right? Because they have Venus in the 5th.
Right.
And that's what's connecting with Neptune in the 9th of the story. And I think that there's a truth to the leadership that you must take. There's an undeniable truth that you must take hold of and that you can't be afraid of. And you got to do everything for it to move your life forward into better energy.
Mini struggle, little fight, but you will get to it.
South Node, 12th house, Libra.
That's like some past life releasing, past life patterns or early childhood patterns.
I would say, yeah, it's like letting go of your own relationship shadows and focusing on the North Node in Aries in the 6th. Like
creating your own independent lifestyle.
Well, in relationships, it would be like you doing what you want specifically instead of being like in the lackadaisical Libra 12th house. It's very like, I don't know. I'm just kind of floating in the.
Yeah. Not being too assertive. Not compromising with hidden enemies too, or frenemies, or people who.
Because there's an undeniable leadership truth that must take place. Those are the counterpoints. And then Knight of Wands reversed with the children. That's why I'm getting like the inner child needs to come out. Because that Knight of Wands wants to go play. Yeah. But like, are you just...
we got Knight of Wands twice.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. And that it comes out in the sexual energy. Yeah. So that means if you're denying that, or it's not good in that department, then you're leading yourself in the wrong direction. And this is pretty much with Jupiter coming out of shadow in their 7th house of relationships with meeting within 1 degree of Saturn now. Woo! Cancer's finally getting to the deep truth of that relationship life.
You will make it through. You will make it through.
What do you feel, Craig?
All right.
Taking a little breather? Okay. Then it's Mike and I.
Aquarius.
Round table type of night over
Aquarius. Here I don't know. Do you want to lay on the ground here with a microphone?
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Maybe you should do that.
Oh, snap.
You can lay in Mike's lap.
Oh, pose.
I
guess we are having a threesome.
I squirted a bunch of I squirted a bunch of hand sanitizer around his pants, so you're good, bro.
I mean, looks like this threesome is popping out, guys.
I haven't seen no 3 of Pentacles yet. I haven't seen no 3 of Cups yet. We haven't seen any of that.
Aquarius, pay attention to the red flags.
Oh, wow. Aquarius, pay attention to the red flags. I think the signs are cautioning you. Right. Oh, God. And this is a Doreen Virtue deck, right? Oh, God. Doreen, that's what she's about. That's what Doreen Virtue's about, right? Like, oh, no, be all about tarot. No. That's a red flag. You must be Christian now. Oh, my God. You never paid attention to the red flags?
No refund.
No refunds. No refunds. That's some red flag shit. Doreen Virtue is a red flag.
Oh, my God.
Sorry, I had to get back at her. She blocked me. But, you know what I mean? Like, I had to get back to her. I had to get back at her. But you know what? That's a good lesson, though, for Aquarius. Is like, oh, are you dealing with somebody who's kind of, and I would say, because it is a Doreen Virtue card, and that the way she red flagged her own shit.
That's just so ironic.
It's so ironic. But I actually think this is what Aquarians have been going through with all their 12th house Capricorn mixed with Uranus now in their 4th house of like, oh, the emotions have to be real and the home life's a little bit. Look at how, the The red flag just literally showed up with a red shirt.
All right. And make sure you're not a red flag yourself, Aquarius.
What's up with this red flag shit? Knight of Cups reversed. Wow, interesting. You're gonna know because you're not gonna feel like you're gonna feel stuck emotionally, and you're not gonna feel like the emotions aren't moving forward, or somebody's pulling their emotions from you, and that's a red flag.
And if someone's being way too thirsty, and kind of simpish,
Ooh,
try not to overlook it and be like, no, maybe he's just like that.
thirsty, coming to drink the water, but go to the fridge and not you.
It's such a Knight of Cups. Oh, damn. That was deep. I feel like the Knight of Cups will kind of look like very dreamy. Yeah, I'm picking up because the Knight of Cups reverse can be like that. Aladdin with the genie.
Yeah.
It's like, just be careful, you know, when believe who they tell you the first time.
You know what? It's very Aladdin. It's like, you know, he's a street walker, right?
Right.
And
Hustler.
then he becomes a prince by that. And then Jasmine finds out she likes Aladdin. She doesn't really like the prince, Prince Ali.
Right.
Well, she likes the truth.
She likes the truth. Let's, here, serve it up. Whoop, whoop. Serve it up.
Next we got the Four of Grails. Oh,
You get the Four of Cups, right. Upright. Oh, this is not good. Not good. With the pay attention to red flags, the Knight of Cups reversed, and then you got a Four of Cups. And this Four of Cups, too, if we could show this, Dan, this is not a good situation. You are getting bit by a vampire.
It's like, do
I like this? No, but I'm just going to, let it happen. I don't want this.
With that Knight of Cups reversed.
Somebody's taking advantage or taking your energy.
Yeah.
Vampire energy.
Damn.
Red flags. So I feel like this is that kind of partner, or maybe you're dating somebody who's releasing all their shit on you and expecting you to do everything about it, and then they're not giving you anything in return.
Wow. And you just look helpless.
Right? They're like, oh, thanks. And then they're out. Like, I got to go. I was like, I just did all this for you. I did all this emotion, and I didn't even get nada back.
Just left drained.
I'm giving him a vampire card to go with that. What did we get? Ooh, the Eight of Pentacles upright. So do not open. This is like formaldehyde with a vampire head, but it's the Eight of Pentacles, right? It's like knowing what works and what doesn't, right? The Eight of Pentacles goes to school and kind of knows the skills and keeps doing it, but it is a very boring card. And then with the Four of Cups there,
Another boring card. This is very complacent.
It's very complacent, and it just knows its basic skills, and it also, but it knows what works. And so with the Four of Cups there, I would say anything that just is working right now is a red flag that you're not emotionally feeling is going well. That's boring relationship times infinity.
Right. Especially like you said, if you're working hard and it's going unnoticed, you're not getting
Yeah, I feel like they're not getting back what they deserve.
Okay, we got something positive. New dawn. So there is.
Well, talk about new.
Right. Welcome back. That's interesting. Maybe this could be a whole.
Is that after they get sucked their blood out of their arm? It's
Right.
like, welcome back. Is that the dawn of light? Oh no, it's the dawn of me turning into a vampire. I'm just kidding.
Well, it might be that.
Right.
It might be that realization of knowing that they don't want to become the vampire that's going to open them up to a new day. To know that they are in shitty situations that are going to allow them to step out of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that there's a new dawn if you pay attention to the red flags that are not working well. Let's see here. It's so funny. I have these cards that I I like this card, but I feel like I'm going to do an oracle with that oracle card.
Weird.
Power. Wow.
Oh,
So there's a lot of power on the new dawn. So there's definitely a lot about, hey, go in the light, go in the new energy.
Right.
That's where you're going to find your power, because I feel like you're going to be powerless if you're in the. Well, red flags is just a stormy day,
Yeah.
That's when you see red flags. And then the Knight of Cups reverse, all that. Ugh.
So this seems like a way out, an option, a choice.
Yeah, definitely something ending and something new. Oh, that's complication. 5 of Wands upright.
Competition.
But it also is
agitation.
sport, though. So it could be like the new dawn might seem like it's complicated, but it might be kind of fun, right? Like a new date or a new energy that you're not used to. And
Getting back in the flow, seeing you still got it.
but that is our sexual cards. The fourth one, we seem to be doing the sex at the fourth. So that's actually like
That's true.
that's like sexual sport. It almost means like all night. Might be a little complicated
Yeah.
and twisting of, it's like Twister, the game.
You might get a little bit rough too.
Yeah, you definitely will be sore in the morning.
And there's multiple people, so some of y'all might be doing that.
They
Too.
might be watching porn in the background. Who knows? I don't
Right.
know.
Interesting.
I don't know. Aquarians, you never know what really goes on.
Sex with aliens, all that.
You never know. Yeah, and, summoning the aliens. Wow, King of Pentacles. With that 5 of Wands, I would feel like it'd be worth the new energy and the power to go into something that seems like it's more complicated, but it would give you the ultimate greatness, and you would have no red flags with the King of Pentacles because it would have all the abundance that you want. Red flags are when there's no abundance left. It's like, there's nothing here left. Leave.
Yeah. And it just seems very luxurious and rich. Luxurious and rich sex.
The way you said that is just so funny.
Is that like on like silk sheets?
Yeah,
Right,
actually, you know what I'm picking
Hotel
up? I'm glad
rooms.
that you bring that up. I feel like it would be you are leaving a partner that literally you're like, wow, was I really wasting my time
Right.
with that physicality? Like, it might be just more than just the nice bed or the sheets or the life, but it actually might even be like, that was not that tasty what I was with before.
Get a slice of some power and some
Well,
love.
yeah, or somebody who actually took a shower and cleaned it.
That part too.
Aquarians are very kinky in this, I don't know. Or just something that actually they feel appreciated more, though.
Yeah.
And I think, let's throw this last one as the overall here. What they got going on overall?
Two.
Oh, so they're juggling between these two new worlds.
Bam.
Look at that, 2 pentacles.
it,
The
that's
juggler
it.
of the land and sea. Are you going to have beef or are you going to have shrimp? Are you going to have both?
I think maybe you might feel the King of Pentacles isn't as romantic as the Knight of Cups, but I don't think you want that.
Knight of Cups reversed, though, which is
Right.
like the false. It's almost like the drama king or queen. It's like not a king, right? It's a knight. It's like, oh, I still am not over what happened a year ago at the grocery store.
And just lying too. Just
Yeah, it could be an emotional manipulator.
yeah.
Like, I need this. And then they're like, oh, I'm on my way to over here. And it's like, what? Where King of Pentacles, it's solid. It's like, I'm in that. Literally.
Right.
Oh, wow. They got Neptune, a sacrifice. They're definitely
Oh, right.
going
Let go.
through a waking up, waking out of the fog, and the sacrifice of letting something go is bringing you into the golden dawn of power.
Boom. That was awesome.
Yeah, here, you roll the dice. You roll the dice.
All right. We got 3. We got Virgo. We got the Sun. So this is like a new,
Wow.
real practical attitude.
Yeah, Sun and Virgo in the third.
Yeah.
Oh, something way more, something that makes a lot more sense because Aquarians are very mental, right?
Yeah.
That's a very mental alignment and more stimulating and more exciting.
This is the Sun and Virgo card, and we got Sun Virgo.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So
So
it's magical for
something
you
that
too.
actually works,
Yeah. And
but
you see
is
it literally.
still stimulating, and you can talk to each other and you understand, because if you're having red flags, it means you don't understand it.
Yeah.
So it would be like you would want to move into a place where you understand what the hell's going on and that you can communicate. And it's pure communication. It's not like it's specific information. It's like, oh, we can finally like,
Break it down bit
yeah,
by bit.
quick, fast.
Nothing ambiguous. Which once again is totally opposite the Knight of Cups.
And it's not emotional either. It's not like lost in like, okay, am I going to wake up and what's the next thing?
Yeah.
Ugh. That's the weirdest, is when you wake up to somebody you go to bed nice and then you wake up and they're yelling in your face and you're like, what the fuck just happened?
Right.
That happened to me once in my life. Went to bed, woke up, was getting screamed at for something that was so minor and so stupid that had nothing to do with it. I'm like, that's not gonna work.
Damn. All right, let's see.
I'm gonna pick one now. Let's see who's coming up here.
Watch you get Leo.
Maybe, you never know. Anne did these as fair and balanced as possible. They're all cut the same way, so you don't know.
True. You never know till you know.
No, I got Gemini.
Oh, cool. Wow. The irony.
This one's gonna be fun. They got, if Gemini's, you want to talk about relationships, all the Sag, and Mercury coming into Sag here, woo!
Yeah.
And a solar eclipse building in Sag over these next couple weeks.
You want to start that off?
Yeah, I will start. You know what? I will start that off.
Bam. Let's see what we got.
They got the Five of Pentacles reversed, the oh shit reversed. Yes, the victim is over.
My dry spell is over.
The dry spell's over. Or just feeling, yeah. You know what? It also is over the loser that is just not a good, just somebody that just sucks.
Yeah.
That you're just like, I'm done with this oh shit. Probably an earth sign that's just not working out. I don't know why Geminis can get attracted to an earth sign that just doesn't work out.
I would be upset. I know I got the earth energy, but I've been obsessed with some Capricorns for sure.
But that's so funny because all these Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto are in your 8th house.
A lot of Geminis I know, they don't really care. They just go for what's available at them.
Damn.
Gemini thing too. In fact, that would have been me. I just have the Taurus and Cap, so I'm extra picky. But
What'd you pull here?
letting go.
Oh, wow. Letting go.
That
It's
kinda
like
echoes what you're
time
saying.
for release. Definitely releasing a really inside of yourself. It's very like, I would say, because it was a lunar eclipse connected with Chiron. Like, you don't need to hold on to the shitty stuff anymore. It's not exciting for your world. And it is a
Or
release.
the mindset too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just somebody who's a little bit weak, like a victim that like can't heal themselves when it's obvious they can, but you can't do it for them anymore. You've already figured it all out. Or somebody who doesn't show up because they are like, I already got it. I already see it. It's like the excuse, like, I'm dealing with this right now.
Yeah. Especially
I've never heard more excuses in 2020 than ever. People like, you know what? I have this to deal with. It's like, what is everybody else doing? Everybody else is just fucking sitting around.
Played yourself.
I gotta do this. What? Oh, really? You don't have time after?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna be doing? You fucking watching Apple TV? Fucking.
I'm busy. I'm quarantined.
Oh, well, you pulled the temperance here. Good old temperance. Something natural and beautiful that's organic is coming here.
Thank God. That's a Sagittarius card too.
Which ironically is a I don't say the word, but is a VX injection in this deck. It's the thing to get rid of the zombie apocalypse. The injection that gets rid of the zombie apocalypse. So you're getting injected with something that's natural, that's going to beautify and bring things into a natural order again.
That's interesting. That's
Finding the balance of the dark and the light, the love and the desire.
That's true. What'd you get with that?
The 8 of Knives reversed.
The 8 of Swords reversed. That's pulling out of a toxic situation and getting out of the blind. Wow, Geminis have been in some really tough waters.
Oh yeah.
It's been that bad?
Oh yeah. That's why I was like, the dry spell is over.
Or it's like the spell of being with someone who's dry is over.
That too. Or the being attached to that, or getting nothing in return, all that.
You don't need to use lube no more
Oh.
because they're dry.
Oh my God. That's amazing. So far.
Or they don't get you wet for a female.
That too. Just not being understood, or like ghosted, curved.
Curved?
You mean a hard 90 or?
Oh gosh.
Chicane.
Shit! Not hitting the right spot.
Damn. Well, I'm glad because I mean it's also leaving a old mindset too, freeing the blindfolds.
An old mindset of just being stuck in shit and thinking it's okay with the blindfold on.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even knowing this, like.
I'm gonna give an oracle. What's going on just here? Oh, guides. So I think that you're being guided by the guides, and the guide, the other person, or the new situation, or just the new vibe of the way things are going. It feels like the guides are surrounding it. We were talking about synchronicities this week. Extreme. It's gonna feel like super high extreme synchronicities that are organic.
Yes. I mean that's already happening too. It's just. In some cases, it's like, can I even believe? Like, there's a part of you that's like, I don't want to be wishful thinking, but then the signs are also just like undeniable.
I think this is saying be more wishful thinking, that the organic and the new start and the new release, but you have to release the old though, which is
and the skepticism,
the skepticism of the wishful thinking.
Right.
But you can't be wishful thinking about the loser that or the person that's fucking like. Let's be honest. That's the poverty card. It's the card of victim.
We got the Emperor.
Oh wow.
Getting the
With
boss
the guides,
on.
yeah, I would say that it's like take strong action on your intuition, and your guides are strong, and they're guiding you to the right powerful energy, and especially for females, or I guess you could say males, but especially for anybody that's more feminine, somebody who's much stronger and has a very powerful energy force, and that knows how to be the one man or one woman show. Somebody who knows they got a lot of shit together, because the Emperor doesn't get elected by blood, but by the people who want him to be the Emperor. That's the difference. That's why he's a major arcana. The kings get elected by blood, or
inheritance.
and whatever. Yeah, they go through the whole night, and then they all that shit. Right, they're on the court and shit. But the Emperor is connected and sees it all and knows how to maintain it all, and is powerful enough, and he's a warrior too in many ways. Right, so. I feel like that's the other thing too. It's like Geminis want a little bit more warrior-like energy to match them, instead of like this dull vibe where it's like, I'm all interested, but you're not that exciting.
That's a very powerful take charge energy though.
It is.
Yeah.
So,
or in fact, I feel like a lot of you, because you're releasing the blindfolds and feeling more valuable, it'll be like, wow, I didn't know I always had this. Like, or wow,
or this was possible.
Right. Or I didn't know this was possible. And you getting your Mac on.
Even though you knew in the back of your mind.
You knew you always had it, but it's like, now you know.
Now you know. And when it comes to the sexual energy, the 5 of Cups.
Oh, looks like
like maybe
cry sex.
I was about to say like somebody feels bad. Somebody goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry that you've had to go through that. I see all that. Oh, the sorrow sex,
pity sex,
pity sex. Oh my god,
I'll take some pity sex.
Or it could be, you know what? It could be like you messed up with somebody in the past that you missed out on, and it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so happy.
Right? Yeah. Like happy or tears of joy in a certain sense.
Or if you don't let go of the new start, you're going to be crying because you're like, what have I been doing? I'm still doing this.
That's so ironic. I got the fucking 8 of Swords.
The 8 of Swords. It's going to be a little bit toxic. Get Britney Spears toxic on.
God.
Well, it could make you sick if it's from holding on to the old victim role.
Yeah.
But I would say if you were in the release role, then it would be like addicted, emotionally addicted.
Or
like emotionally fulfilling addicted.
This could be someone who you're having sex with too, who, they're mirroring what you're releasing, or some of you could just be like.
But look at how the 8 of Swords reversed came with something organic.
Right.
And then the 8 of Swords pops up with something that's shame, like sorrow sex. So actually, I would avoid, because the emperor's before with the guides.
Right.
This would be about sex that you would avoid of like a toxic trap of like, I just am doing this because I want to feel good.
Right. Or who you let go. Or yeah. Like not just having sex just to have sex.
Yeah, like
Before you
but
regret it.
only doing it with something that's powerful and connected to guides. Like I almost feel like that sex reading is saying, don't do it for pity and don't do it for pity for yourself. And it's definitely a trap that's going to make you feel, because that's a card that does deal with sickness. They might have CV.
Wrap it up. or out.
Get out the plastic wrap.
I mean, this dude's really wrapped up too.
I know. The overall, wow, lunar eclipse, which you guys just had change.
Right.
Oh, this is changing the game.
That's beautiful.
It's changing the game. That's a major change, though. Personal life, emotional life, and especially since it was just in Gemini. Oh yeah, this is definitely like finding the right twin, opposed to being with somebody who you thought was a twin. That's not a twin. I feel like it's false twin flame energy that's coming up, or false soulmate energy that you thought, okay, soulmate to learn, but not soulmate. Like, you know, like.
Which I feel, and I feel more than ever changes in the air. So, attraction. You attract the romantic love by enjoying this moment fully and not getting stuck in your head. Oh, you know what? That could be it too. Like, you don't want to overthink the sex stuff and feel stuck.
Well, and
with
I think
what
that
to
the
do.
change is, if you do change, then you're going to find what you really want to attract, and it will come in, and then you'll be more attracted to whatever you're going after to. The attraction energy comes from when you make the emotional change of letting go of that you're a victim by holding on to a victim or a victim mentality, and allowing this new letting go phase to truly begin. And I feel like it's because it says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. I think that this would mean that this would be like, you need to take your moment, because it might be like, well, I haven't let go of my ex in the past, or I haven't let go of this. It's like, no, who are you dealing with in the moment? What are you dealing with in this moment that's not attracting what you want to do? And changing that now, whatever is the momentary situation, because Geminis, guys, can flip so fast with people and situations that, like, one day was this person and 2 days later was 4 others, and then you can blame it on another.
It just happened.
Yeah, exactly.
It
It's
just
about
happened.
no. When you watch this reading, it's who you're dealing with now. Just, that's my fucking Leo truth to some Gemini shit.
It's acknowledging those natural imbalances that you may have been feeling in these relationships and actually acting on them. Changing them for the goodness.
Well, you were mentioning Capricorns. Now, funny, it's Capricorn in the first with the South Node. Letting go of Capricorn energy. Letting go of your ego's control of how it's got to be, and focusing on the North Node and Cancer in the 7th. Focusing on the true emotional relationships of where you want to be. And if it's empty there, then you're fucking fucked.
And opening your emotions, because if anything, the sex looks like it's blocked. Maybe because you're focusing on the cap in the first.
I think it's funny that you brought up Capricorn. I know so many Geminis obsessed with Capricorns right now, and it's all failing.
Oh yeah, it's one of the biggest failures of my life. I
There it
learned from
is.
it though, but yeah,
Well,
that's very interesting.
yep, and they're in a losing position.
Yeah.
They're like victim. They're like, you know. I'm not going to air dirty laundry on other Geminis I know.
Oh damn.
But they just, are picking Capricorns that like are afraid of their own shadow. Basically, they're afraid of fucking living on the 23rd floor from earthquakes. Why go fucking move on that floor if they're afraid of earthquakes? And then, I gotta go stay with you because I fucking am afraid to fucking have my own place.
Damn.
I heard that one recently. That one blew my mind.
Recently too.
Within it was like a couple months, yeah. But I was like, right when Saturn was coming direct and Jupiter, Pluto. I'm like, oh, Sag, you're opposite. I got all Sag Jupiter right there. I'm Jupiter in Capricorn, so for me, this is my end of my Jupiter return. In Capricorn, I'm a harsh-ass, realist, but with dry humor. Fucking.
That's what's up. Happy Jupiter return.
After you, since this is your opposite sign.
All right.
Saggy Waggy, Sages and Sag Rising. Let's see what's going on.
Page of Pentacles.
Oh, that's
Learning some new?
Yeah, or just starting to move forward and starting to see clearly what's...
Slow but surely, little by little. And taking a practical approach, giving gifts.
It's also an offering always, too, right?
Right.
So there's an offering coming in.
So it's not one being given, it's always coming in.
It's always coming in. When it's a page, it's showing up to you. So it's an offering coming in of something better. Are you going to take it? Is it worth taking? Well, 7 of Wands reversed. That's a card that definitely is about standing your ground. But you might get an offering that you're willing to take because you're not standing your ground anymore on something that you thought was so passionate about before. It's a better offering. And you're like, well, I'm not really that interested in what I'm holding on to, because 7 of Wands sits on top of the rock, right? It's on the hill, and it's like, I will fight for it. I will defend my position. And even if people come after me against my partner, I will defend them. But it's almost like Sages aren't ready to defend their partners anymore when a good offering comes in.
Now they give in.
And look, that's a Pac-Man rolling around with all like the ghosts. But it's reversed. It's like, I don't want to play that game no more.
Tree of Life. Travel on. This is all about knowing where you stand in the tree of life and discovering your life purpose as a result. Which makes sense because of the nodes, North Node and the 7. So like relationships are defining your destiny.
Yeah. And I would say rising higher, the tree of life is bringing you to the hermetic, see the hermetic wings that are bringing you up with the tree of life?
Right. Right.
It's like bringing you to the higher truth now, Sag. Like, I think that there's something being revealed here of higher truth.
But that might start off with like one seed from the pinnacle.
One seed, exactly. It's like somebody says, I think you're beautiful. Do you want to go on a date? And then you're like, well, I have this situation going on. Because Sages are all in weird situations right now.
Right.
Like they're unsure about their partner, or it's a weird partner situation, and they're delusional and they think it's great. And they're South Node Sag, like, I figured it all out. But no, they have not. And
they have not.
They have not. And this tree of life comes around being like, is this really connected to the ultimate divine truth that's taking you to the highest realm? Right. Which is Uranus in their 6. Like, is this reality really good for you? It's the only planet retrograde is Uranus.
True.
And that's their 3rd house ruler. So they're not thinking about their reality that smart. Let's see. I'm going to pull an astro card for that one. Solar eclipse revolution. And that's what's coming up for them soon. Oh,
44 too. That's deep.
Yeah, I feel like this. I think you said it best. A new little seed's coming in. That's not a little seed. The thing is fucking what was that old thing? It's like the
I feel like Sag is choosing stability over like what they really
it's like
want.
Jack and the Beanstalk is showing up. A little seed and then
yeah.
And it's
like it looks like a page now, but they'll be the king later. You catch him at the page.
Yeah.
Awesome. And
it's solar eclipses are no joke. They changed the game, and that's what's coming up next week. Or on the 14th, so we're going to be out the 6th. So it's coming up in 2 weeks.
The Lord of Skulls.
Ooh, so this is like.
That's Pentacles?
Yeah, that's King of Pentacles, which you said.
Oh my God,
that's what
crazy.
You said, that Jack and the Beanstalk would take him up to that. Wow, I feel like, you know what? It's about abundance in yourself and knowing it, and stop taking on where you're not being valued or being with a partner that's not. I mean, it's going to be real. They don't got the goods. They don't. It's like they have insecurity issues.
Right.
Because this is kind of what I think our challenge has been before we go to the sex. It's kind of this midpoint part here.
Gemini got the lunar eclipse and Sag got the solar eclipse. That's very magic.
It is very magic. It's exactly what's happening.
Right.
But I feel I'm going to give him a shadow. Ooh, fragmentation. That's what it is. I feel like you can't be around fragmented energy that doesn't know its ultimate value and own that value and be the king of that value, because then you're not in that value in yourself. Anything that feels fragmented, or it's like, oh, they might have something good here, but they're missing a lot here. That's just not going to work. Like, especially with that tree of life, how it's all connected.
Yeah.
And then fragmentation with a king of pentacles would feel like a false. It'd be like somebody who acts rich, but is really like, a scrub living in a studio apartment, but drives like a Bentley.
Oh my God. That's weird.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or, oh no, I'm fine, but really like, I'm fine with money, but really he's like online gambling on the shitter on his phone, or he's trading crypto and he just made the worst crypto mistakes ever.
Damn. That's crazy.
Or it's the Wall Street guy saying everything's going to be fine, babe. And
But it's not fine.
it's not fine.
Uh-oh.
Or the mortgage guy who said it was going to be good, and then now people stop buying homes lately.
Right. So it could even be something that was going to go good, but it's something unexpected.
I know there's a bunch of sages listening to this right now going, oh my God.
All right. Let's see.
Or it's somebody who's like owns a company that it's on its breaking legs and they act like they still got power and they don't.
Yeah.
And you know it. Come on, Sag, wake the fuck up. Bring your light cards. That's what they need.
See what we got for the sex. The Queen of Pentacles next to the Lord of Skulls.
Oh, they need somebody to like.
Match them.
Well, I think
Match their
match them, but I think like tell them how beautiful they really are. Because I feel like also the same thing, the partner that they would be with isn't appreciating their body.
Or sensually appreciating their body too.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Like they're
No,
not
true.
they're not probably going downtown either.
Oh, yeah. Probably got comfortable, complacent.
Because like she's holding her golden coin by her beautiness.
And this is also
And they don't know what they're doing when they go down there. They're fragmented.
Oh my God. And it's also telling you to have luxurious sex once again.
Yeah, well, and it would have to be with somebody who's actually not fragmented.
Yeah.
Luxuriously wise, showing up in the Bentley from the studio apartment, but they haven't washed it in 3 weeks.
Bam.
And it's got like, it's got like a fan belt noise.
Breath smells.
And then they take you back to the studio and they're running their business out of there that they made look really good on Instagram and online, but really inside, nothing good's going on in there.
Damn.
The dog's been pooing in the studio. The puppy pads ain't working. Temperance reversed.
Damn.
It's definitely gonna feel like.
Out of balance.
Well, I would just say, it's like it's not, temperance is like slow, so it would happen fast, right? Temperance is like, oh, it takes forever for the universe to come together with the mountains and the waters and the da-da-da and the beautiful balance of life. It would feel like fast, and it would also feel like a little bit inorganic, meaning like you might be doing it in a way or positions or stuff that's
Little forced.
little different. Yeah, there's definitely more weirder foreplay, or I don't know, playing.
And I mean, they both mirror the fragment and the temperance. Maybe the King and the Queen of Pentacles is all about passion partners coming together. So that's,
Yeah, but ones that actually have the goods.
yeah. And maybe just being and feeling off balance when it comes to connecting sexually.
I think that this would be a test, because if somebody came in with a Queen of Pentacles energy and appreciated them, their temperance reverse would almost feel like, this is unorganic to me since I haven't been appreciated.
Yeah.
So they almost wouldn't know how to deal with it, or they might have an insecurity like, no, you don't think that my vajayjay is so beautiful. It's like,
Oh, okay. Calling out the
right, like, and then
inorganicness.
like having an insecurity because they're used to actually getting somebody who's not really like that appreciative of it.
And also being out of moderation.
Way out of moderation.
Yeah. Too much or too little.
Well, yeah, because it would cut off the orgasm. It would almost feel like you get halves, not fulls. But now you have the opportunity to get full, but you're going into a whole new way. And it wouldn't be some slow thing. Definitely be fast. Temperance reversed is not on schedule. So maybe you're on a sexual schedule, like, okay, it's 10 p.m., time to go to bed, and this comes at like 1 a.m. out of nowhere.
Drunk and
whatever, just out of nowhere, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's very like, what?
Random and...
Pull that last, what's the overall here? What's this overall?
You deserve love. I got the literal archer.
You deserve love.
You are lovable.
You are lovable.
Which you were just saying, like, being appreciated.
Being appreciated.
Bam.
So stop fucking going in the place where you're not being appreciated. And, well, I already did one of those, so I'll do one of these. Wow, transmute. You are definitely changing the game and shedding the skin off to actually get to the real skin. I feel like...
Another 44. You got 2 44s.
I know, I've been pulling a lot. Well, there's a solar eclipse 44, and then we got the transmute 44. Definitely, they're 8s, but they're also... 44s are pretty wild.
Yeah.
They're definitely a wild change. And transmutation, with transmutation into the love you deserve from some little offering that is massive. Don't take it lightly.
Brings revolution and change.
Don't take it lightly.
That's deep.
4th house, Leo, or is that? Oh, yeah, 4th house, Leo, Mercury. Oh, yeah, you can actually. Well, if you're not able to communicate your heart out and have fun and it be like childlike and get to the deeper emotional fun and love, then there's an issue. And that's where that you need to go to. It should be like wholesome, fun,
Just
laughing,
feeling comfortable expressing what you
and
love.
it would be an environment that would be inviting of love and comfort. It wouldn't be like outdoors or like some sort of like kinky thing, like out, like connecting out, like on a hike. No, this should be like in the home, in the bed, having fun, laughing, having a good time.
And understanding your creative process.
Yeah, and talking about creative things, but seeing how you can bring that in emotional togetherness. Interesting reading for the Sages.
Well, and that's where the healthy relationship is really gonna blossom from that too, from that communication, from that appreciation, and from knowing that you're in it together. You know, and knowing that you have the ability to leave also. You need to have that confidence inside yourself so that you know that you're not just going to settle for whatever it is that's right there in front of you. Know that you have the power to leave whenever it is that you want to.
Yeah.
Next, we have the Bulls, Taurus.
Oh, so on this show, when Taurus comes up, we do a moo. I do Tauruses.
Bitch, I'm a cow.
I gotta hear your Taurus bull. Oh,
Bitch,
that was a moo.
Get out the way.
That was
Get
a
out
moo.
the way, moo. Had to put the depth in it.
That was a moo.
Moo.
All right, we're gonna speed it up because we don't have much time. We gotta get through these. So, wow, the Magician popped up.
That's awesome. I like that.
What, them doing bumps of coke?
I like that too.
Well, I think that magic's here, but you have to connect to the divine. You have to know that there's magic there, but you got to do something about it. The Magician knows how to do something about it. Just doesn't wait for magic. It is the magic. You are the magic, and you make the magic of your love story right now.
You are the one. You're connecting with the one. And we got the 7 of Pentacles. Take your time with it.
Yeah, because it's an investment that's worth it. It's a return on investment of magic. So it's like, you know, like I trade in crypto, so I know the value of what I'm going to get my return in, and I see the magic in it, and it's been a great return this week. Holy shit! Nice. So it's like, you know that there's work, but it's like work that's worth it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well, we got the 10 of Wands in reverse, definitely dropping a bunch of luggage off and just weight that you don't need to anymore. But that also might be the thing that's holding the magic back, is maybe you're holding on to things in your own life that you feel like you're responsible for. You just have too many responsibilities that you're holding other people's passions for, and it's not worth it. It's not working. So you need to clear all the energy so you can allow yourself for the magic to happen in a relationship, because I feel like you're scattered by doing too many things. You're holding on too much weight.
4 of Cups too.
And if that's something that maybe you don't want to do, it's like, oh, I don't want to have to let go of all these things for the magic. It's like, fucking, how else are you going to bring in the magic?
Mm-hmm. And potentially even taking some time off, dropping some responsibilities, and just kind of
enjoying the magic. Oh, fluffing the.
Some of you haven't really asked yourself how you feel and how you want to feel and what you really want, and you're focusing too much on work, and it's like you actually need to take time off to sort this through.
True that.
Some of you might feel like you've done it enough, but you can go even deeper. And the thing with the 4 is like you're gonna be mulling over, and that cup is gonna come, and idea will kind of like help you see it different.
Exactly. You're not gonna. The 4 of Cups on this too is a zombie and that he's laying on a zombie. Like, I don't want to lay on a zombie, but it's like, are you laying on the zombie of this over energy of holding on to too many responsibilities that's blocking you from love and magic? You know, the challenge.
And that's a moon in Cancer too. So
wow, 4 of Wands reversed. You're not. The challenge is that you're not wanting to go celebrate, which goes along with everything that you just said. It's like, it's time to go celebrate something fun and love instead of take on all this extra fucking bullshit.
I could feel that as a Taurus rising.
Oh, that's right. I have a Taurus moon.
Right. Okay, we also got the 3 of Grails.
But there we got a 3.
The celebration.
That's the challenge, right? It's like, go have fun, but maybe you're having difficulties on who to have fun with. Maybe that's the issue, is you're putting on too much weight because maybe you're talking to more than one person. Or you're thinking about, you're balancing it between 2 people.
And maybe you're trying to use work to escape from that.
Or you're talking to somebody that you know that they're talking to somebody else, and maybe that's when you go, that's not the celebration. I'm going to drop that weight that I'm putting my energy into that person and go put magic into somebody who's willing to not be in that kind of space.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you got the 2 ladies.
He's got the 2 ladies. Sexually, I'm going to do a shadow with sex. Artificial heart. Ooh. So you might be looking at somebody that, you know, their heart might not be available, or you might not be might be trying to go into something and be like, well, I'll do this, but I'm unsure of if I'm going to even put my heart into it. It's like, do you think that's going to go well?
The Ace of Scepters.
Ace of Wands. So look at how funny. Both deal with the heart. I would say that it's like, this is the transformation of sex from thinking, oh, it's just me connecting and I like it, but it's like the ultimate love that could come from it.
Right.
Because it is the magician that starts this thing off.
Yeah. And maybe you don't expect much, but it just like the start of something pretty exciting.
Taurus, you're getting out of robot mode and you're turning out of you're not a sex robot anymore. You are turning into a real lover.
It's like the wand hits it and they turn from robot to color.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like some of y'all are gonna get some and it's gonna.
Wow, they got the 5th house as the overall that I got. Holy shit, there's definitely love. This is a magical week for Taurus and love, but you got to do it though. You got to step up. The magician is the one that creates the magic, not the other side. It's the 1 card.
I literally got passion. Allow your heart
and
soul to sing with joy.
We'll blow some smoke on that. Fucking.
Let's go.
Holy smoly. G-Mini Christmas, Taurus. You got the reading you've been waiting for. What's that? Gemini 11th house, South Node? Yeah, stop focusing and getting into distracting elements and go focus on the adventure of happiness in your life. That's the weight to hold, is happiness and love. Stop getting distracted by other people. Stop taking on other people's shit. Stop helping people that don't need help right now.
And getting distracted by what they say.
Yes.
It's misleading you. Especially if some of y'all are hearing this and that, and it's not really telling you anything.
Oh, yeah, because you know what? In love stories, people, when they see people falling in love and shit, they'll make... drama comes through to try and distract the love, and that's from the dark. Gossip.
Yeah.
trust the love. I'm a 5'1", so you know, people project on me all the time. I'm always like, whatever, fucking people talk shit.
Fire! Oh, for human design,
Yeah.
we got Aries.
Aries.
All right, Aries.
Yeah, you lead it off.
You do it.
I like our pace. We're on pace to get out of the cold very quick now.
You feel that? It's getting colder, man.
It's getting cold up in here. Fucking, I lit a cigarette. I was like, fuck.
Codependency, Aries.
Ooh, codependency.
I feel like you gotta let go of people codependent on you.
Ah.
And also whatever you're codependent on. But no, you gotta stop letting people kind of use you as a free ride, or maybe some of y'all might be attracting
Or codependent on yourself, like you're just doing only things for yourself and not, you
That
know,
too.
you're locking yourself from a great connection because there's a lock around that tree, two trees,
And
especially
that
with
could
Mars
be a
in their
defense
sign, right?
mechanism. Yeah, that too.
But Venus and Scorpio saying you gotta enter into the cave, but also not be obsessed.
That part. That's gonna be hard.
Yeah, I think that there's some Aries that are a little obsessed. Well, they got the Ace of Swords, so yeah, this is like,
The key to the lock.
yeah, it's also seeing the awareness of, am I just locked in something because I need to see clear and I need to open up to a new open air situation, something that feels like doesn't put pressure on you. That you don't put pressure. If you're putting pressure on somebody else, then it's going to turn out bad. Or if somebody's putting pressure on you, it's not going to work out either.
Now we got your lucky.
Oh, wow. That's why I love that deck.
Yeah.
I think you're lucky once you get out of anything that's codependent or, you know.
And you have Mars in your sign, so that's gonna be like your luck right there.
Yeah, let's get more specific. What is that luck? Oh, the Empress. Wow, yeah.
Well, that's Venus, but
It's Venus, but it's also something that's not codependent because the partner and in yourself know the value of oneself so well and that it can manifest and create anything it wants.
which is also great abundance.
So it's like insecure. I feel like that this is insecurity in yourself, and insecure partners are not going to work. And the luck is in secure partners and partners that offer. Also, codependency of if it's based off money, right? Because like
Right.
the Empress, she has all the goods, and so the luck is with somebody who has the energy to not be afraid of poverty, not be afraid of manifesting or creating. Whereas I think the codependency is kind of this like, if I don't have this or if I don't have this, I'm fucked.
Right.
When actually your luck is with somebody who just has the not worry about it all.
It's like your luck will attract you to this person. And we got clarity, which is another Ace of Swords energy. Go
Yeah.
within.
Yeah, so there is going to be a lot of clarity coming about, I think, issues, especially with that Ace of Swords, like you said. There's a lot of clarity coming in that's like, oh, I have ultimate luck in this area with this kind of person. You got the Sagittarius card with that. Wow, you definitely are going to see clear this week and see wider and big. This is definitely expanding the horizon, Aries, and expanding the way that you could be in your relationships and getting rid of the codependent element. And also at the same time, I think that this is opening up somebody who's just as clear, somebody who's clear and knows what they want in life. And that's what I think that you want. And in many ways, I think that the codependency can actually come in, that you would rather be codependent or cooperative with somebody who's more in the same belief systems as you with clarity. Because if you're dealing with somebody who's unclear right now, it's definitely not going to work. If they don't know what they're doing for their work, they don't know what they're doing for their job, they don't know what they're doing for fucking life, like that's codependent shit. Wow, another Ace of Swords? There's definitely a lot of clarity coming this week and piercing through the veil. And this also means getting over codependent people and codependent issues and being so clear and jabbing through. And so sex-wise, it also means this should also be something new and exciting and stimulating sexually.
And be open with, don't hold your tongue. Don't hold
It would
your
also
tongue.
I was going to say, it'd be some dirty talk in there.
Say everything you need to say.
Right. Wow. And they got the Wheel of Fortune reversed with this, which would mean like, you know, let go of the control. Like you don't need to be the dominant one. Let the flow of the excitement take it where it's going to go.
And this Ace of Swords can help you navigate through a dud or something that could potentially be bad and flip the fortune around.
Yeah, and I feel like because when Wheel of Fortune's reversed, it feels like I'm not going to get sex this week. But that Ace of Swords is like, it's your perspective. And it's also when you try to control yourself and stay in the codependent shit, because the Wheel of Fortune reversed is the Wheel of Fortune just turns naturally. But when you try to hold on to it and control it, so especially in sex, if you're going to be like, I only come when I get the big fucking wand out and you do this and you bend over that way. Like, I mean, is that going to work anymore, Aries?
Codependent on the expectation.
Yeah.
Yeah. One more.
Those wands are not good in the end, if that's what you rely on.
Keep an open mind. Bam.
That you might have an orgasm without a wand.
Right.
And that you could actually be in a relationship that's not codependent.
Your soulmate.
I just called out a lot of Aries out there. They're like, oh shit, I didn't know about my fucking wand that I had to bring out.
Why do you have to mention the wand?
You will get, you know why? Because you know, I see your battery receipts. I see your power receipts. I see your Amazon receipts. Well, the King of Wands in reverse with that. Keep an open mind that it looks like the love stories have gone to shit, but that's not true. It's like the shit stories are coming to an end.
Damn. And
there's a lot of luck and a new empress. So it's like this masculine energy that you keep doing is not working, but the feminine energy and the letting go and the letting things happen are bringing the greatness and the clarity in and the new story.
You might want something more passionate and forward moving, and you probably just want to open up to the cool empress, chill, balanced energy.
I'll just pull one card for that masculine, feminine. What's the reason why? Oh, the world reversed. Yeah, your world's being turned upside down, and you need to complete something that you're afraid to complete to move on.
The codependency.
That's the codependency issue. Is like you're afraid of the new world, but the new world is awesome. And a North Node. What's that? Oh, Aries in the third. Oh, something totally new, exciting, and fun. And what you really want, instead of getting codependent on South Node, ninth house, this belief that something's going to work that you know is not going to work. So, oh, I believe this relationship's going to somehow, the story will work. No, something new, exciting, and stimulating. And that's much more of the environment of who you are and what you want. And also much more flexible, much more... Something that's also like local too. Maybe you're codependent on somebody who's kind of far away, or maybe you're codependent on like maybe this will work. You're on Instagram or Facebook and you're talking to somebody long distance and you think that's going to work. Not going to work.
And it's like, once again, Ace of Swords, a new attitude and idea about yourself that will bring you out of that stuck energy.
Yeah, and somebody who's a lot more positive and sees you in Aries and talks about you more than somebody where you're always having to talk about their issues, their situations, their shit, their beliefs, their It's like getting out of their story and getting into your story.
Beautiful.
Getting into her story, would you say?
Yeah, I'm getting into her story. Well, we're at the last 3. So, what? Oh, Leo. Leo's 9, and then there's only 2 more in here. We have Leo, we have Pisces, and
I think we didn't do Cap.
we didn't do Capricorn, and I got no. So there's no Scorpio in here.
No, we didn't do Capricorn.
The party
Well, it's
brings
Leo,
itself.
so I'm gonna lead my own shit off. All right, 6 of Cups. Fuck social distancing.
It is.
That's the card. Yeah, this is about. I love this deck.
They must have just made it.
They did. It's pretty badass.
That's awesome.
That's what it is. Badass tarot. Well, Leo, yeah, fuck social distance. Anybody who's going to try and distance from you this week, honestly, they don't want to make it. And with the Ace of Wands, oh, wow. So anybody who's trying to distance, not going to work out, Leo, because look at that. Ace of Wands, 6 of Cups. It's about building great memories instead of somebody trying to separate from those memories.
And a new passionate soulmate. Or it doesn't have to be new.
Just new, just that energy of that you're ready. Are they ready?
All right.
If they're not ready, well, are you going to waste your time?
That's the question.
Oh, here, let me throw fucking Knight of Cups upright. Yeah, this is definitely moving into the emotional waters and moving forward into great new emotional places. So anything that's going to try and stop that, not going to work.
It's a very
Fuck yeah.
romantic energy.
It's a great fucking reading.
Priorities.
Oh, wow. The priorities are definitely making good memories and stepping into the Ace of Wands of a whole new love story and Knight of Cups and moving into emotional territory.
And prioritizing your joy, your happiness.
And somebody else that prioritizes that, because if they don't prioritize that and that's your priority, then how's that going to work? Fuck. Wow, the Emperor is this challenge reversed. Somebody, yeah, I think that anybody who doesn't feel strong and empowered in themselves isn't going to work right now, Leo. If they're not fucking all gung-ho and know what they want, I mean, how are you going to get to that priorities that you're looking for?
You're going to love this.
What?
The Empress.
Wow, yeah, so...
I feel like they're mirroring each other.
Right? So it's like, you know, somebody who's like wanting the abundance of love instead of somebody who's unsure of owning that love.
Right.
What's going on with the sex here? I'll pull one of these. Let's see what happens with this. Home. Well, it's gonna feel like home. You're gonna wanna nest in the sex.
And sleep in it. The Five of Skulls reversed.
Oh well, I would say that's like.
That's the Pentacles, right?
Yeah, it's like Five Pentacles reversed. It would be like not feeling sexually like you're getting the short end of the stick. It would feel like home. It would be like, oh yeah, I'm getting everything I want.
Right. And not feeling alienated or cheap.
Yeah, and especially with that social distance part, fuck social distance. If you're feeling alienated, that's not going to feel like home. That's good. Emperor reversed in the challenge. Somebody who's not doing it, but with the Empress there kind of being like somebody who wants to embed in it.
Yeah.
Wow. The overall here, wow, the Scorpio card, transform. It's definitely about, this is a transformational week of extreme energy and connection and passion. And that if it's not that, if somebody doesn't show up or if that situation doesn't change or that energy isn't willing to transform, then
trust. That's another.
So maybe that's going to be the big thing. We'll both deal with trust.
Yeah.
So if you're doing somebody with trust issues or somebody with intimacy issues, what does this say at the bottom there?
This situation is calling for you to have faith.
So it's like you're going to have faith and see if it will all show up. Maybe it might look like last second too.
And trust in the transformation. And
so just trust and know, because Scorpio's attracting, that you'll attract what it is that you need. And fuck social distance. Third house sun in Taurus. Oh, well, this is definitely knowing and communicating the value. And somebody that understands that value of the love and understands your value and you see their value and are able to communicate that.
Very solid, very grounded attitude, very practical ideas. And actually even being able to manifest the value of your ideas.
But it's third house, right? It's like Gemini. It's like, let's get it going, not just Taurus. Like, let's just take time.
Right, yeah.
Like, I know plenty of sun third house Taurans. They get a lot done.
That's awesome. Pisces rising.
They're you know. Yeah, because it's like they want the dream to happen. They're definitely not sitting around.
Awesome. Got 3 more. I guess Capricorn's going to be last.
No, it's Scorpio that I don't have in there. So I just say we're just because Scorpio popped up, we're doing Scorpio now.
It's time to nest in the bosom of love.
Hey, ain't no party like a what?
Scorpio party, baby. I feel like a fucking hip hop artist right now with my fucking hoodie. It's a hip hop party. Yo, we got Peace Dealer in the house. What up? What up? Scorpio party. Represent.
Switch that Leo to Scorpio.
It's actually amazing that he was on the mic because we got communication.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Schnitzel.
Synchros are popping.
What are you saying over
It's
there?
getting colder.
No, I was saying it was interesting that you were on the Yeah, it is Gecko. It was interesting that you're on the microphone because the first card we got was communication, speak up and be heard.
Oh, and then there was Craig just speaking up.
Right.
Hip hop phenomenon.
So, yeah, I think that you got to speak up, Scorpio, especially with Venus in your sign and this lunar eclipse in your 8th. You got to let it all out. It's a message in a bottle, too. You got to let that message out.
I know.
Can't keep it bottled up anymore.
Exactly.
It arrived at the beach. You got to uncork that bottle, uncork that message. Why you got to uncork it? Oh, Ace of Pentacles. If you want to build anything nice and new, you got to let out what you want to build. And if you're not feeling the value of something, you got to let uncork that too. And maybe you're like, I want to start over, or I want to start something new and I'm not into this. You got to say that. Or if you're into something, you got to be willing to understand what it is you want. I think that's the issue. You can't keep playing like, I'm just going to keep everything corked and just keep seeing where it'll float.
Hell no, because it's a ain't no pilot Scorpio party, baby.
This could even be something new, practical that involves you speaking. I don't know how that's romantic, but it could lead it. And we have the 8 of Wands.
Well, there's the arrows of love. That only comes up from uncorking this bottle and that message out. Then it could fly and know where it's going. Because I feel like it's a bunch of birds in this case that don't have any idea where the fuck they're going. They don't know if it's flying south for the winter, right? They don't know where. I think that's Scorpio's issue is they don't know where they're going. And it's because you got to communicate what you want to build and you got to take a risk.
There's a lot of messages coming from nowhere too, and have you communicating a lot more.
Yeah, why'd they get that? Oh, the moon. Suppressed emotions not being said. That's what it is. How the love wants to fly. That's the suppressed emotion that I think that you're afraid to say.
Right.
Ooh.
Free yourself.
Oh,
To take back control.
that's
of
the
it.
challenge, and you got to free yourself from, I think, holding back what you really want.
Or letting other people hold you down.
Ooh, we'll get to the bottom of that. Oh, yeah, Queen of Cups reversed. Look at that. Ooh. Yeah, I would say that that's the challenge. But I think that's more in the Scorpio itself, right? Queen of Cups reversed. It's almost like, you got to free yourself from like this kind of denouncing of like, you don't want to hold the emotional cup fully, even though that's what you desperately want. And that's by not being clear on what it will physically look like in reality. You have to actually make it physical to see the emotional. Like you have to say, I want a relationship with you if you want the feeling of a relationship, instead of being like, I want a relationship, but I'm not going to say it. Oh, you got the sex card of the...
Work it.
Well, it's the conveyor belt, they call it. So I think if Scorpio in a relationship where it's like it's become kind of the same pattern, maybe you're just doing that again this week. But
or it's saying put in some effort and make it keep it consistent.
Because I think because after the 8 of Pentacles goes 9 of Pentacles, where she knows how to attract the bird she wants, she knows her skills, she knows her talent.
Or some of you working on your skill too in bed and all that. Perfecting your craft, but it does seem mechanical.
It does seem mechanical, and that's why I always look at that card as I dropped this card. Well, that card. Oh, I did not go into the abyss. The 3 of Wands. That would mean it's time to get out of mechanical and try something new and experimentational and explore new waters.
Get out the office and go out, plan something new.
Yeah, or try the living room, not the bedroom, or, or go out on a boat.
I'm on a boat.
I'm on a boat.
Leo got transformation. Scorpio got transformation.
Oh, wow. What's that other, what does it say though with the transformation?
Light and dark.
Oh, light and dark.
Yeah.
I got the moon, soul. That's what it is. It's the emotions
Another
not coming out and that need to come out. And that's a Scorpio issue.
You got to
anyway,
communicate it. You got to communicate it.
So if you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't. And then that allows you to move forward. Because that moon card also pulled up in the tarot. And then we got the moon, soul, in the astro deck. So there's a lot of suppressed emotion not coming out. But a lot of deep desires.
I have one Scorpio friend who always asks me, like, oh, what should I say to this lady? What should I say? And,
just say it.
Just say it. Just say whatever.
What's that first house? Saturn in Taurus. Oh, wow. Well,
intense, solid branding and holding.
well, I would say that's like owning the value of what you want, but you have to have the responsibility to let anybody know what you want, what you value, what you want to manifest.
And own yourself.
Instead
Own
of
it.
restrict it and holding it back isn't going to give you shit. You won't get what you want if you keep holding back.
Yeah. Hold yourself down. Don't hold yourself back.
Yeah, hold it down. Don't hold it back. And hold it down in a new way, not in a mechanical way, the same way.
Try something new.
You know, even if it's bent over, you know, like, and you're holding it down that way,
Don't
maybe
forget that
bend it down a
safe
little
word,
bit more.
ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget the safe word.
Don't forget the safe for pineapple juice. I gotta
What's
show
your
you that
safe
video.
word, Mike?
You know what the safe word is? It's fucking
What's your-
CV fucking.
What's your safe word, Mike?
My safe word is serendipity.
My safe word is Biden.
Serendipity?
Yeah.
Nice.
Right. Or Beijing Biden. Screw it.
Oh, CCP.
CCP. CCP.
CCP. Pisces.
Let's see what we got.
Or Corn Pop. Corn Pop was a bad dude. Pisces. What is that? Oh, that's a very Pisces card. This is like the ultimate Pisces card. I would say out of all the cards I've seen, that is the most Pisces card ever. Look at
Higher
the
realm
audience
and
stat.
magic.
Look at that. Liliac, higher realms and magic.
I
But
think you're gonna let someone in your magic world, Pisces.
I
It's
think
time.
I think it's about time to move into a magic world instead of staying out of one. That's what I'm feeling
Embrace the
because I already
Neptune.
was the Hermit reversed. It's time to get out of.
Wow.
You've been stuck. And something's
That's literally what
moving,
you just said.
and this is moving into the old. And you know, you do rule violet, so it's interesting, or lilac
Right,
is what they want
yeah.
to say.
That's
But
in
it
the
also
color.
is the
color.
If you look at the Ascendant Masters, you know, you're dealing with what's his name? You're dealing with Saint Germain, and so it's rising to a higher frequency. And it's like if you're in low vibrational frequencies and very 3D earthly relationship people, be wary. They're an agent from the Matrix.
Right. Trying to keep you away from
Yes. Somebody's trying to hold you back.
Capricorn. I actually got this reversed, so someone might be trying to use you.
Oh, you might have a Capricorn issue. Especially that's their 11th house, too, trying to hold them back from the world they want.
Right.
Ooh.
Or using them for their magic, keeping them away from
Yes.
their magic world.
What else? Ooh.
Pisces is the magic world.
Ooh, look at a moth that's attracted to the flame. It's not a butterfly, it's a moth. So it's like a message that is beautiful, but it doesn't come in a beautiful form about the control from maybe a Capricorn or the control of somebody that you feel that you've lost yourself to that's not taking you to your ultimate magical paradise.
Right.
So it's a message that you get that's not the one that you really wanted to get, but it's beautiful. Because that's how I look at it. Like, oh, it's not a butterfly that God sent, it's a moth. Is that a 33 too?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an opening door, but I think that it's about out of control, getting out of controlling situations that are out of control.
And getting out your own way too.
Yeah. What's going on with the challenge here?
King of Pentacles. I think that is rising up to your own value.
Instead of giving it away to somebody else as the one that.
Don't see yourself as the page. See yourself as the king.
Yeah, and I feel like it's almost like somebody else is acting as king instead of you and value and worth. Like you have that value and worth. Don't forget that. Like not the other person isn't the one that has it all. Like you have more than you realize. You have the ultimate fucking.
You're right.
Like
magic
the ultimate
castle.
magic castle of the universe to the highest frequency.
You want to be treated like that.
Yeah, and you and instead of like kind of being brought down to an earthly level, like you're just gonna be mom, or you're just gonna have my baby right now, or you're just gonna be that, or you're just gonna do this, or you're just who I fuck on OnlyFans.
The king of the King of Pentacles does not settle and does not compromise. So
Yeah, totally.
don't do that.
No, the King of Swords reversed.
Interesting.
That's what it's not clear about. You're not clear about maybe your values. And I think that's been that Mars in the second house for Pisces. Like, it's like you need to own more clear and understand how valuable you are and take action towards it instead of backing away from it and feeling stupid. Like, I'm not that great. You are that great. I think that that's
A lot
the
of
issue.
negative self-talk.
Yeah, it's like negative self-talk.
Like
It's like
harsh.
doubt, like harsh doubt that you are as powerful and as great as you are, or that you can manifest the life that you want, especially in love too.
Let's see
What's up with their sex?
The Queen of Knives reversed.
Oh, Queen of Swords reversed. Let's see what I get here.
That's also pretty harsh.
I had the Star card, so
Finding hope in a situation that seems rather...
I almost feel like it's a very confusing situation you're going to have to navigate about sex, but spirit's guiding the right way, and you just got to listen to that. I think if you use your head, you won't come.
Or it could be releasing someone's blockage. Like the Star kind of helps.
I think it's Pisces releasing their own blocks
Yeah.
of feeling stupid. Because anytime I see a queen or a king reversed, it feels stupid.
Right.
And it's a feminine, like I thought I had figured everything out sexually with this, but the Star card's like wiping it away and being like, no. I would actually say this is more of a wake-up call in sex. Like, this isn't really what I thought it was.
And now you're seeing the right direction, or you're getting the picture. But I feel like the Queen of Swords could be something unconventional and kinky that would be weird to other people, but...
Or somebody that you didn't think would show up does.
And
It's like somebody off your radar completely, because she always knows, she's looking, she knows exactly where she's at. But when she's... It's like, oh, it was to the right of me? Oh, okay.
And you're
It was
not
to the left of
expecting
me?
much,
Oh,
but it's
yeah,
like-
whoa, you know. And then that Star card kind of, it actually could, the sex could like reinvigorate you. That Star card could like reset you.
I wasn't expecting this. Oh, we got chemistry. Boom.
Oh,
That's what we started with.
yeah. And that was the card that you said it was a gift.
Right.
And they do get that gift. There's a strong magnetic attraction here.
Interesting.
First house with the body. Oh, this is definitely you and what you feel that you want more in your life, the chemistry that you want in your life, and defining that, and it's possible.
And with your magic world, too.
Yeah, and well, it is the physical body, too, and the attractiveness, too. So it's like, I feel like Pisces can have better attracting energies. I feel like they have some old energy that's controlling, but comes across old that's surrounding them, or Capricorn that's not working out. Sorry.
Good to know.
It's not an easy one, but...
8th house Pisces.
8th house Pisces, Neptune. Oh, well, that's definitely going into the magical kingdom of...
Dealing with others and intimacy,
and sex and wondering, are you really going to commit to something delusionally, or isn't there another way?
Transforming the spiritual visions that other people induce, and Neptune showing you beneath the veil intimately with people too. Be careful what you see.
Well, it's the last one. It's the Cappies. We were just talking about them with Pisces.
That's crazy. They ended up being last.
Yep.
But not least.
Last but not least, you're the guest. You fire off the first one.
The
Seven of Swords reversed. Woo!
You're gonna be finding out someone was either unfaithful. Someone's getting found out.
At least you're not gonna feel stupid anymore, because I think that you're gonna feel like you see the backside of what's happened.
You
But I think that you
be
feel
like, I knew it.
You know what? But I think that I always see with the Seven of Swords, it's like if you continue to know that it's fraud in yourself to continue to do it, you're gonna feel like you are just stupid. Especially in relationships, like you already know something doesn't work. You already know they did something that maybe
Especially
you
if
don't
you're
like, or they're
cheating.
not connecting, or it could be cheating, or it could be that you finally get exposed for what you really feel, and you finally get caught.
Yeah. Or whatever. Or playing mind games, or
Or somebody playing mind games with you. Just pull out of that instead of keep playing that same game.
yeah.
3 of Cups reversed. There's definitely other people involved.
Yeah.
And it's reversed. It's not a party. Get away from what doesn't feel like a party anymore. And if you were at a party,
Stop getting distracted too. No, I'm gonna do that one.
That one's tough. I think that one's gonna be hard for Capricorns. It's like it's not a party. It's only gonna be a party when you go to the party that's of the truth that you really want, and not the truth that keeps giving you the same bullshit all the time.
Be careful what you wish for, Capricorn. Six of Pentacles is also talking about being able to materially balance what you have with somebody.
Yeah, somebody has the same amount of resources that you do. It doesn't have to be the same,
Or what
but
you lack,
but
they
it's
have,
the
and
same
what they have,
energy
you
source, right? Like if it's just everybody seeing each other on the same page, and then also you're not being the charity case for somebody, right? Like you're with somebody, you're giving all this away to them, and they're taking, and you're like, what the fuck?
Right.
I don't think that's a good card in love. I never have.
Six of Pentacles?
Yeah.
Someone told me that it's like an inequality.
Yeah, that's what I've always felt. I always felt like it's like, oh, you need a house? I got here. I'll pay for it for you. And then that's like the typical person who then like, okay, thanks, but I'm not really seeing that as value. I'm just taking it. Because it's the charity. It's like I'm giving this to you, and there's no responsibility to give back.
True.
So that's why I always feel like in love, it's not a good card. Saturn. Ooh, your own planet of truth. Are you giving away yourself to energy that's not giving you anything back in return?
I've never seen
feeling
Saturn
super
as-
restrictive.
That's interesting to see Saturn as truth. I like that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, because Saturn is the truth bringer in a way of the reality of the truth, right? Which comes with that Seven of Swords too, which is kind of interesting.
Having to take responsibility.
There's a harsh truth coming this way, but it's to save you from continuing to pour out energy that's not a party, that you're not going to get the ultimate party with. Your challenge that you got is Four of Pentacles reversed. Look at this. She's slobbing on a knob, but it's reversed. The challenge is letting go of something that you really like, but it's not returning the favor.
Which is a no-no. And the Page of Swords, getting too caught up in.
Ooh, reversed.
And also,
The facts don't make sense to hold on to it anymore.
Seven of Swords and Page of Swords could be social media stalking too. And someone kind of watching you.
Or, hey, Capricorn, you could be doing that to somebody else, and you need to stop that shit because you're getting addicted to it's not a party. You're not getting what you want.
Nah.
So if you're obsessed Capricorn over somebody, especially with Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn conjunct in your sign, woo!
You might even get caught. They might
Well,
even catch
and think
you
about the
stalking
moon
them.
to be a Cancer, opposing that square Mars,
Yeah.
but with a trine to Venus.
You might not even know that they know you're stalking them. And
But
then
they
you find
know.
out. Right.
They
And-
find out.
and
You
it's-
like fuck up at night and accidentally like have like the microphone on,
Right.
You know, like a voice note, and
Or like
it's
that picture from 30 weeks ago.
Or what's that fool on CNN that got jerking off on Zoom?
Oh, like when he said fuck.
No, there was a guy on Zoom. I forgot his name. He's one of the.
What?
Tubin. That guy, something Tubin.
Stop it.
Straight up, he was in a CNN meeting. They were all on Zoom, and he had his pants down. And he was fucking jerking it, and they fucking kicked him off CNN like a month and a half ago.
What?
Yeah, look at Mike. He's like tripping out.
my
Real
God.
story. That's not fake news.
That's crazy.
Jeffrey Tubin.
Jeffrey Tubin.
Oh my God.
Capricorn, be careful of your Zoom meetings this week.
Oh my God.
And just be careful of being on your phone and jerking off to Instagrams.
How do you do that on a meeting?
Or playing with yourself. Whatever. Well, at least Well, it looks like intellectual sex, air card, but it also is kind of clear in the air sexually. Maybe it might be.
It might be intellectual sex. It's like getting stimulated very mentally. And we got the Six of Knives. So
It's moving on to a new sexual situation. I'm going to be honest. So I saw that air. I felt like it's not physical. I feel like this week, this is about moving to the right area to present yourself with better situations sexually.
Maybe talking to someone long distance too.
Yeah, maybe it's online. Well, yeah.
Maybe
Just make
through
sure there's no recording.
webcam.
They don't have recording. Or they don't have a, you know what I mean?
Just make sure you're not in a meeting.
Yeah. Fuck.
Wow.
Oops.
Oh my God.
Or it could be like a Six of Swords. It's like Could be in the car. Could be like on a
Because
trip.
that is travel, right?
Yeah.
In the air. Could be on a plane. The Mile High Club.
Mile High Club, straight up.
I'm going to do 2. Rainbow Bridge, always open, and codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. And but there's a rainbow bridge away. Like once you let go of that codependency, boom, the rainbow bridge is there. I think some of you Capricorns are walking away from a toxic situation and might be dealing with someone overseas or
Wow,
away.
failed to suffer if they keep on that situation.
The codependency, right? Damn. Take that rainbow bridge.
And the last card, another air element. You need to think. You need to think about what you're thinking about. You need to. I know we got 2. I know when it came to the air, it was like double air. It was like crazy. It was like, you know what? I think that this isn't about like having talks. I think that this is more about you having talks with yourself about what the fuck you're doing, and like really thinking through what the hell you're doing now, and being cautious to just jumping continually in the same patterns that are not a party. The ultimate truth being delivered, and
Which could be because you don't talk enough and you kind of just assume people to get it.
maybe contact Jeffrey Toobin about, you know, how he ended up in that situation.
Oh my God, that's a month and a half ago. Too.
I wonder if he's a Capricorn.
I was gonna ask what the sign is. That'd be crazy.
Actually, before we go, I'm gonna see if he is Jeffrey Toobin. Is Jeffrey Toobin a fucking Capricorn?
Or moon or rising. Fuck it.
Jeffrey Toobin. He's a Gemini, May 21st, 1960.
Oh my God.
He was getting all fucking... Look at that Gemini Capricorn thing of how fucked up it is.
That's like 0 degrees, 1 degree Gemini.
Yeah. 0.
Damn, 0 degrees. Like 1960.
1962, yeah. He's Pluto and Virgo.
Oh my God.
That was like what he was waiting for his whole life. He's got Sun Square Pluto and fucking too. That means he was waiting his whole life for like this weird little like clean moment where he could be with all the people he's at in his own weird private space.
How? Like that's
In his head on communication.
how do you?
He probably saw Anderson Cooper. And then he was like,
that makes no sense. That
know.
makes no sense. Oh,
I
God.
know. And then when Don Lemon came on late, that was when he lost it. And then when Cuomo came on, I started flexing his muscles and telling him what steroids he was on that week.
With those
It was
nipple rings.
over. He's keeled over.
Damn. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah.
Well, that was Deep Love Tarot with the Peace Dealer and Craig.
Right.
I'm glad I had you on, bro. That was fucking fun.
I learned something new today. Oh, well, we got to do the dice.
Oh, that's right. We almost shortchanged Capricorns on dice.
7th house Cancer Uranus.
Oh, wow. This is definitely breaking the cycles of the emotional. You got to break away emotionally from the relationship energies that have not been working. And because as, you know, Mike and I, we can give a lot of credit to Christopher Witecki. That's where we came from in our astrology world. And he always loved to say, like, breakdown, breakthrough.
Yeah.
And this is a breakdown in an emotional relationship situation to break through. And that goes with your rainbow and the connection.
Capricorn, I just feel like you're leaving one person and you're not only getting with another person, it's like the concept of how you're getting with this person might be a new type or something you're trying, and you can develop an immediate emotional connection with them too.
Yes. And this is also, you know, disrupting all the emotional energies finally to get you out of the situation to move forward. And even if you're single and you've been dry bones and haven't been dating, maybe this is the issue, is you haven't been to the party of relationships, or because there's a lot of Capricorns who've been like, no, I don't want to date. I'm Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter in my sign. I'm not going to do shit. Mars and Aries, I don't want to do. And that's the thing, Mars and Aries, and square to all the Capricorn is the emotional ties that are too hard to break, or
very
opposite. Like, I don't want an emotion, and I just want to do my own thing.
building up tension, and that's gonna release. But yeah, we shall see.
We shall see. Well,
was fun.
it was great having you all on. Thanks for being part of High Vibe. You know, you can
Holiday
see
2020. going on?
Holiday 2020, yeah, going
Holiday
on. Finish
2020.
20% off, and of course, you know, Peace Dealers on the High Vibe. We do him and I and Tim. We're the astrologers on High Vibe. So
Shout out to Apollo Daddy.
yep, he's a double Leo. Good reading for Leos this week. So fucking,
Yeah. I think y'all are the only ones that got like the positive, like really positive.
yeah, but I think that's the fucked up part. Everybody else is kind of like, yeah, and then, you know, nobody's gonna want to show up the same way, and the Leos are just gonna be like, okay, we'll just sit on the castle alone.
The sun will still shine.
The sun will still shine. Don't worry, Leos, we can love ourselves.
That's what's up.
You know. Well, love y'all. We'll see you on the next Deep Love Tarot. Spread this one out.
See ya.
See ya. Peace.
Awesome.